He's literally the same Aussie antics we know and love. Peter, Aussie, thank you so much for talking to me today, and I know you're going to put on a good show. Let's head back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Frankie. Yeah, I mean, so we've obviously had a couple days now with everybody here at the tournament. We've had kind of chances to catch up with Aussie individually, Peterbot individually, and a couple times together, right? And you can definitely tell Aussie's taking this very seriously. He's really putting in time. He's really trying to refine. And Peterbot is just being Peterbot. He's just like, yeah, I'm going to show up on the show day. Everyone's getting eliminated.
Peterbot saying that Aussie is not as bad as he thought he was is the nicest compliment I have ever heard out of Peterbot's mouth. So that right there is a good sign.
Obviously one-sided there when it comes down to the communication, right? Aussie a lot more invested into the questions. And yeah, like Zeke went ahead and said there, just confidence spewing out of Peterbot. Every single time he's on camera, he's just like, yeah, I'm going to win.
People are sleeping on Aussie a little bit, though, no? I mean, when you're put up with Peterbot, it's hard to kind of make that comparison, right? The GOAT of Fortnite competitive, the GOAT of Fortnite viewing parties, but they definitely have what it takes.
You said the word GOAT there, and that got me thinking. There is a GOAT we have to highlight, and it's someone who's going to be fighting for the #1 loudest duo on the day. It's Courage JD paired up with Cold. Obviously, if you guys, again, have been watching since Duo Day, you know we had Courage on the show. He was really excited. Finally, they got some time to practice together, and, you know, Courage has been taking this extremely seriously.
Yeah, initially Cold was being a little cold to Courage JD, but once they did finally get the practice in, it definitely looks a lot better. Courage JD, you know, we were talking about Aussie antics, putting in the work, putting in the practice. Every time I tune into Twitch, Courage JD is practicing with some kind of pro.
Yeah, and I got to say, you know, Zeke was mentioning, oh, yeah, they're going to be competing for the loudest duo. I'm pretty sure one half of this duo is going to be entirely carrying that loudness. I'll let you guys at home kind of decide who that's going to be right there. But yeah, to bring up Kelly's point right there, the practice that Courage has been bringing to the table. It's not only the time that he's put it in, because obviously it's been a bunch. It's actually the quality of that practice that kind of caught my eye. Jumping into lobbies, jumping into creative with other professional players, even ones that are actually competing in the event. Like I saw they had a great session with Venno himself, right? A little bit tips and tricks there about how to fight box to box. So great job by Courage to go ahead and jump into the action.
Yeah, and also the vibes. I mean, this morning, Courage was, I would say, the first one in the practice lounge. And he came, he had 3 bananas, 2 waters, 3 granola bars, and it was all for Cold. He said, my duo has got to be ready to compete today, so I think they definitely got what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, he's a character, right? And of course, him being basically the last one out last night during the practice hours, like, I cannot wait to see Courage compete. He did have some quotes in that piece that we showed earlier. I believe he said he was going to eliminate Cypher PK,
Nick A30,
Nick A30, and then some of the pros.
Maybe,
so,
maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah. And of course, during the Duo Day, he was the self-proclaimed 2025 FCS Pro-Am champion. So we'll see how that goes today.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of possibility, Takada. I do think that Courage JD may have made a few enemies, though.
Definitely made quite a few enemies. You can even think, I'm going to take you back, okay? 2018, the Fortnite Pro-Am. Courage actually got 2nd place. And, you know, Cypher was talking about it. He competed back in the day. Also, Ali A, who got 5th. And Courage was like, you know what? As long as I place higher than Ali A, I'll be happy with that.
That was a long time ago, Tokata. That was a long time ago. But, you know, look, this duo is perfect for each other, right? Like, obviously, the quiet nature of Cold, who's going to be kind of slipping in and out of builds, eliminating players. Courage being a loud voice to distract people. I mean, you know, why don't we just hear what they have to say?
The best content creator at the Fortnite Pro-Am?
I got my player. I know my player.
Go ahead. Who is it?
Cypher PK.
If that's not an indication we've been having a lot of fun this weekend, I don't know what is. Very excited to see how these guys compete. You know, obviously, Cold is Cold. So, you know, we kind of have touched a lot on Courage and how much work he's been putting in, but Cold is a very difficult individual to stop once he gets going.
I mean, Major 2 reigning champ. He every time we see these like stats of who has the most damage, it's between him and Peterbot who's fighting for first. Absolutely an incredible fragger. Definitely a threat to the rest of the lobby.
Yeah, an incredible performance in Major 2 from Cold. Best damage ratio over the course of 12 games against other professional players was seriously a feat. Obviously, that's the crazy thing, right? When we think about, you know, how well they play in Majors, it's always against other professional players. Throw in content creators in the mix, you're one of the best fraggers in the game. Being cold, woo, it's going to be scary.
Hey, 3-time FNCS champ. I mean, look, they're joking around, they're having fun, but I think when that first game starts, they're going to be locked in. They're going to be focused, and they're going to do a great job.
I'm curious to see where they're at right now. Frankie is standing by with the duo. Let's get their thoughts on the Pro-Am.
Well, Cold was 14 years old when he won his first FNCS Major Finals. Courage is 31, and he's hoping he's going to get his first title today. And you brought the bananas. What's this all about?
Yeah, it's important to have fruits, keep your blood sugar high. I'm going to have 2 bananas per game, which will equate to 12 bananas by the end of this. And I think if I get 1 elimination per banana, we'll be in a good spot.
Who are you going to eliminate, though? Who's the easiest?
I mean, how long do we got? Cypher PK, we were fighting earlier, easy eliminations. Peterbot hasn't even warmed up, not worried about him anymore. Typical gamer might almost be 50, so his reaction time isn't cutting it. And I got Cold as a duo, so what am I worried about?
You do have Cold as a duo. The weird thing is, I would have thought it'd be him with the back injury after the test games we played yesterday because he was carrying you quite a lot. Cold, how are you feeling about your partner? He's been grinding more than anyone in this entire building.
He has. I can tell he really wants it, and like he wants to do well in this, so I'm going to do my best to give him what he wants.
How long have you been able to practice as a duo? Because, I mean, you had the Major 2 finals not that long ago.
To practice for this?
Yeah.
Not much practice coming from me, to be honest, but I got courage for that, so.
Well, you did have a little bit of trouble. You're dropping south of booming base, and unfortunately for you guys, malheureusement, the French are going there too. What's the tactic for dealing with them today? Because they gave you a lot of trouble yesterday.
There is going to be no dealing with them. We're just going to let them do their thing. We're going to do our thing, and we'll see how it goes.
Are you going to do what I call the Mongol strat? Are you going to hide in a bush until the danger's gone?
Of course not.
This man doesn't hide in no bush. Courage, do you think that you've put quite a lot of pressure on yourself with this event? Because obviously you've been grinding, but back at the 2018 Celebrity Pro-Am, you did lose to Ninja. He put you in second place. You say you gave it to him, but I'm not so sure.
Look, Ninja needed to complete his story arc at the first Pro-Am. I love my boy Tyler, but he had to get that win. This time, though, I'm coming for first place only, and if we win first place, I told Cold I'm giving him all my prize money, so.
All the prize money, I mean, 50 grand? It's not pocket change to me, but maybe to this man, but you could buy an awful lot of bananas with that, Cold. Let's head back to the desk.
Well,
I think they broke Zeke.
I'm fine. Everything is fine. Everything is great. Always a big fan of Courage JD, a true OG in the scene, and of course, I love seeing him paired up with Cold. They both seem in very high spirits, which I'm excited to see. That means at whatever happens, we're going to be hearing Courage JD on that stage.
Oh, 100%. I think that for this duo especially, that they are just here for the vibes. But I think that throughout those vibes, they also just might get a few wins as well.
Yeah, I mean, the approach to this tournament is just completely different. I love how Cold's answer to, oh, you know, how much practice have you guys kind of been putting into the tournament? He's like, oh, well, me? Really not much. But that's what I got Courage for, as if, like, Courage has put in so much practice that it's like taking up how much Cold's supposed to practice. Like, Courage has practiced so much for the both of them.
Look, all I know is no other player is going to have more than 12 bananas. Will that actually help Courage? I don't think so, but hey, you know, it's the spirit that counts.
Okay, all right. Now, the spirit of what I would like to see today is someone win their first LAN title. Thomas HD, paired up with Somerset, which is kind of a terrifying duo. And guys, I will go ahead and admit something to you now. When Duo Day happened, obviously we were seeing the duos announced come together, and I kept, you know, I was going one by one. I saw Thomas HD and Somerset, and I thought, oh, that's really cool, and I kind of moved on. Then I had to kind of stop myself and take a kind of step back and wait, well, hold on, Zeke. Did you read that right? Thomas HD and Somerset?
Yeah, leading up into this event, a lot of people make their prediction list, top 3, top 5, and this duo is in pretty much every single person's top 5 list. And there's obvious reasons why. I mean, Thomas HG is the best player in Fortnite to never win an FNCS title. I don't even know how many second places he's won. And then, of course, you have Somerset, winner of multiple votes, as well as getting 3rd place at the most recent Milk Cup LAN. I mean, they are incredible competitors, and having that competitive mindset is definitely going to set themselves up for success.
Yeah, this duo has put us in a little bit of a gray area, right? We're supposed to have a professional professional player on one side, content creator on the other side. Obviously, Somerset, great content creator, but she is just so invested in the Fortnite competitive. I think nobody would bat an eye to call her a professional player in all regards. Like, you saw 14,000 hours streamed, all of that being invested into Fortnite competitive in some way, shape, or form. And not to mention, right, Fortnite is an esport that continuously gets harder, right? Throughout your career, it's just harder to kind of come into it. Everybody's getting better. Somerset is also just getting better, right? Earlier this year, making it into FNCS East, which was a feat for her. So she's constantly getting better, paired up with Thomas HD, scary duo.
They're going to be lethal. I mean, not only making it to Heats, 3rd place in the Milk Cup, Thomas HD, on the other hand, 4 times he's placed 2nd place in FNCS Grand Finals, one of those being the Global Championship. Now, we did talk with Thomas, talked with Somerset. We said, if you win today, do you think it's going to count as your first FNCS win? Now, Thomas said no, but Somerset, on the other hand, had another idea.
Yes. She said yes, and look, we agree. It still has FNCS before the Pro-Am, so if you win, Thomas, it does count. Why don't we go on over to Frankie, who's standing by. Frankie, ask him if it counts.
Hello, I have got a very terrifying duo next to me. They might look sweet and innocent, but these two are going to have an absolute party when we hit Slurp Rush later. Thomas, when you first played Reload and this map, you must have been so excited because all of those weapons, have you got your name practically written on them?
Yeah, I do. Like, I like using the Mammoth pistol, for example, and the sniper. So, yeah, I like the weapons.
It's kind of terrifying watching the two of these guys play. What was your reaction to getting Thomas?
Oh, I was astonished. I was very excited. I mean, he's literally the Sniper King in absolutely everything. So to hear that, it was, I knew we would definitely be able to get some, you know, eliminations out of the air for sure.
You're known for your disgusting aim with the sniper as well. Tell me, how on earth are you deciding who's doing what in game? Because you've got a very similar, powerful skill set.
I think it's pretty apparent that he's very good with the super long range. I'm kind of here to just support and follow up on whatever he absolutely needs just to get us through to the end game.
Now, you haven't had much of a chance to practice together because you've been separated by the Atlantic Ocean. But from watching you guys perform yesterday in our test games, it feels like there's a very natural chemistry. Is that right? Has it come quite naturally to you two as a duo?
Yeah, I would say it does. I mean, I feel like we bounce off of each other pretty well, aside from me jumping in front of crash pads. But I'm learning as we go.
There have been a few accidents we have seen with the mobility items so far here at the Galen Centre in the past couple of days, so don't worry about that one. You're not alone, Somerset. Thomas, tell me about the off-spawn situation. You are dropping south of Steamy Stacks, but there's a lot of very good duos landing either side of you. So what's the idea here? Are you going to stick around and try and get some elims?
We might be contested, but I'm not sure. I think Seti and Dea was going to land on us, but yeah. We will see. We'll just claim the split we have there, and yeah, we'll just try to make it to endgame.
Well, all I know is it's going to be very, very entertaining watching the two of you. Thank you so much for talking to me, and good luck. Let's head back to the desk.
Thomas HD said a word there, a phrase, called out a weapon specifically that kind of just got me excited. Mammoth pistol. Mammoth pistol being in Reload. You throw one of those in the hands of Thomas HD, he's going to start hitting headshots.
Oh, he's definitely going to start hitting headshots, right? We're talking about the Pro-Am right now. I remember when the Mammoth pistol was in FNCS competitive, right? When we were having one of those majors, then it was like, wait a minute, we're running highlight reels of the game, and they're all of Thomas with a Mammoth pistol. This isn't a Thomas highlight, it's just of the game, and it's just all of Thomas. He is just so good with weapons like that.
Look, they're definitely going to do a great job, but some duos are uncontested and some aren't. One of them that is contesting each other at the northwest side of the map is going to be Clix and Lacy against Veno and Reddish. Now, this is going to be an interesting one, Z.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Like, on one side, old friends, old duel mates split up and now having to go head to head. On one side, you've got Reddish, who, again, kind of teetering on that like gray area of content creator pro. And then you've got Lacy, who is like basically an old-time pro, and he still says he is. Does that count? I don't know, but this is an exciting head-to-head.
I feel like a few people would put asterisks onto that FNCS pro, Clix being one of them. But yeah, Clix and Veno, like you were saying, old teammates, old roommates. They literally played the last FNCS Global Championships together. Obviously, they did split up this year, Veno going back to Europe, but having them go face-to-face, I don't know if there's going to be too much fighting, Vivid.
Yeah, I'm happy that you kind of hit home on that, right? I think they're both going to be happy with taking the loot that they get from Steamy Stacks. A pretty big POI for for the both of those duos. I want to focus in on Clix and Lacy as a duo. Obviously, in Fortnite competitive, you know it's very, very important to go ahead and farm your mats up. My only question with this duo, though, are they going to be able to take a break from farming those engagements to go ahead and get a couple of materials right? Are they going to have too much fun with the event, or are they actually going to try to win?
Definitely going to be farming clips. Mats, on the other hand, that's the issue. If we think about how both of these duos play, Clix and Lacy, I was watching some streams. Lacy's like, I'm the IGL. I'm the pro. I'm the IGL. Clix is like, what do you mean? No, I'm the pro. I'm the IGL. Lacy's like, no, no, no. So they're kind of going back and forth, but I do think they will lock in when the time comes. Now, on the other hand, Veno and Reddish, they are locked in. One of the first in the practice room. Veno's going to be IGLing. They definitely have what it takes.
I'm excited to hear from this next interview. Frankie's standing by with both duos. Let's go on over.
Thank you so much. And this is an interesting LAN reunion because the last time these guys were playing in person, it was at the Global Championships in 2024, and you were playing together. You placed 11th, and now you're broken up. Do you prefer it this way, Veno?
I don't miss them. I can't win championships with them.
Okay.
Excuse me, this man bought you a watch.
Already. Bought him a watch, and by the way, he was the reason we didn't win FNCS. I don't know if you've seen when we got 4th place. We were 1st place 9 games in. The last 3 games, he didn't listen to our coach. Did a dead side rotate, wrong rotate, pew pew. We're done. We're literally eliminated.
And so you sent him packing back to the UK.
Yeah, I sent him back to home.
Well, thank you so much. Let's talk about the competition that's going to happen, because Veno, you have a new teammate in Reddish, and she can frag very reliably. We saw you guys performing really well in the practice sessions here yesterday. Reddish, tell me how this teamwork is working.
I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a fragger, more of a support player. This guy killed Peterbot in a couple of games yesterday. I think we're ready, and I'm there to support him.
We know that you've also won on LAN. There was a LAN at the end of last year in London that you picked up the W4. So have you taught Veno anything?
If there's ever a zero build tournament, he knows to pick me up. That was a zero build cup, so.
But you've been practicing those builds, I know. And Lacy, have you been practicing those builds? Because I've heard you've jumped back into the game. It's like riding a bike, but is it really?
It is. It's like riding a bike for me. You know, I was born with the talent. It's not really a skill I learned. I was born with it. But I've been VOD reviewing all last night. I was locked in, looking at the VOD, studying film, making sure that we're ready and strategize for today.
And he is a former pro player, Clix, so surely he's going to be leading you in game.
Yeah, I mean, he's, you know, a former pro player. How much earnings do you have?
$5,000.
5,000. I mean, you know, I have almost like what, 700. She has how? You have 40,000?
I got like 40K.
Also, I want to say, why is your voice so raspy, Lacy?
You said what?
Why is your voice so raspy?
My voice raspy because last night we were VOD reviewing and I was screaming the comms. We were practicing comms last night.
Yep. Shockwave on height, shockwave on height. Yeah. He was doing all that.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask you guys about the showdown at Steamy Stacks, but you guys have been talking at each other so long, we're just going to see what happens in the game. Let's head back to the desk.
See, it's weird because they said they were VOD reviewing. Now, Lacy was definitely having a lot of fun. I don't think it was in Fortnite, though. Can confirm. Will that turn out well today? Will it not? I mean, he was looking awake, looking happy. I think they could do it.
You know, listen, when the lights come on, the cameras turn on, this is still Lacy, right? This is still Clix. This is all for show. This is the character they're letting out, but then the time comes, they're going to win it all. That's my prediction. Anyway, let's move on to the next Ospawn situation happening. We're seeing, and I actually want to come back to you for this, Tokata. We have Zemie and Cooper going up against Gone and Flakes. You've been super tapped into the Spanish community, so kind of give us the rundown on what you're seeing.
Yeah, this is interesting, because when you think of Cooper and Zemie, you look at a majority of the predictions that have been made for the Pro-Am, and Cooper, Zemie, their top 3 are just set at winning the whole event.
Yeah.
Now, Gone and Flakes, I think, went under the radar a little bit. Flakes actually just qualified to the major finals on Brazil. They are the duo representing Brazil here today, and he's put alongside a pro. I mean, I was talking to Gorilon, who's actually here doing a viewing party in Spanish. Shout out Gorilon, and he was saying this duo is going to play aggressive. Unlike you got Steamy Stacks, kind of an uncontested, both good in their own loot, but there's also been a surprise contestation on this side of the map.
A lot of contestation going on over there. And I was actually talking to Cooper specifically yesterday. And I was like, yo, what's up, Cooper? How you doing, man? How you feeling? He was like, I'm feeling confident right now. And he wasn't talking about his own play. He was pointing over at Zemie. He was like, dude, this guy, he's better than me in most of the end games that we just played through. All the cups, all the practice we're getting in. Sometimes he's dropping more eliminations than I am. So the confidence kind of going into this competition, very, very high for the duo.
Yeah, and Cooper, you know, going all the way back to the 2023 Global Championships, a lot of people, for whatever reason, discredited that win. A lot of people saying that the 6 games there, you know, that was the easiest win for the FNCS. And then he has come back time and time again, making it to the grand finals, making it to the top 5 to say, it wasn't a fluke, I deserve this win, and he's here to come back once again for another FNCS title.
I love it. I love it. And I love that you pointed out as well, Zemie, because I heard that same thing, right? And when we're talking with Zemie, it's like, you know, what do you think? What would lead to your success? Another person to say, the Mammoth pistol. And at that point, yeah, I kind of heard Cypher PK you know, quietly say, yeah, don't let him get that. Don't let him get that. So I'm excited to see, man. I do agree. Could this be the duo that wins it all?
100%. Both of them are incredibly strong competitors. Cooper is incredibly intelligent, but also has great fragging ability as well. So the two of them together, I think, has a lot of potential. They are going to be contested, potentially triple contested by Faxity, but who knows if you can trust what Faxity says where he's going to be landing, Vivid.
Yeah, it'll be crazy to see if they actually do end up fighting us one. But again, you know, Cooper, Zemie entering that gray area, both of them are kind of pros in their own regard.
Okay, you know what time it is. We've got an interview lined up with both the duos once again.
Yes, I'm so excited to have Cooper and Zemie and Flakes and Gone. We'll come to the Brazilian guys first, because yesterday I was having a chat with you and you were like, we're pastors, we're brothers. And it feels like this competition might have even brought you closer together.
Yes. I love to play with Gone. And here we have more synergy. And I want to see this again in Brazil, man. In our competition in Brazil.
We are friends. Like we talk like a year. We're talking like for a year. We play a lot of tournaments together before the Pro-Am. We play a lot of duo. I don't think we play trios, but we play duo together, trying to call for Cash Cup duos. And
maybe you can join my trio, man.
We have chemistry.
Bye, Swetan. I will put Gone on my team. Bye, Susu.
Bye, Su. Bye, Jonas.
Well, they have been rivals in the recent major finals because you actually made the major finals. But Flakes, you've been telling me that you're more of a support player.
Yes, I qualified to grand finals in Brazil, but I am like a support player, yes. I take heals for my team, mats, like a walking llama, and I help them to perform well. This is what I do.
Well, let's head over to your rivals at Dirty Docks, because you guys are going to be having Osborne battles today. Zemie, you've been grinding the game, it turns out. 260 hours in Chapter 6, more than Flakes. That makes me feel like you're very, very keen to take this home for you.
That's what I'm here for. I mean, as soon as I found out Cooper is my teammate, we started practicing every single day pretty much. Every single tournament there's been upcoming to this tournament, we've played it. We're very confident, and I couldn't ask for a better teammate. Cooper is incredible at the game, and he's also down to put in the hours and practice, and it's been good so far.
You are playing with the global champion. Cooper, come here. Let me know, what's it been like training with Zemie? How does he compare with the likes of your former teammates?
It's been really good. I think he picks up things really quickly as he competes at a high level with zero builds. So it's been a lot easy to adapt to, and overall he's been a great teammate, and I'm stoked for today.
Right. This has been a little bit too nice, okay? We need to turn up the heat, and we need to find out who is going to be the dons of the Dirty Docks today. So, Zemie, why are you taking it today?
Listen, we're going to take it because, again, I think we have slightly more practice than you guys. You guys are a great team, but we've had more practice, man, and I think it just comes down to the preparation. Best of luck, though.
So he's had the practice, but you guys, what have you got?
Bro, chemistry, yes. We play out for a lot of time together, Gone.
We have the Desenrolo.
Yes, the Desenrolo from Brazil, the Brazilian Desenrolo. They understand after the tournament.
So it's the kings of Desenrolo versus the guys who put the work in. Who is going to reign supreme at the Dirty Docks? Maybe the desk can give us an idea.
I love that Frankie's like, all right, guys, fighting words. And Zemie's like, yeah, you know, we're going to win. Everything's cool. Everything's nice. Good luck. We're going to win, though. And it's like, Zemie, give me something. Give me more, man. I love Zemie, though. Obviously, we are very excited to see both. And not only just these two duos going ahead, but everyone competes. So let's do something fun. Let's talk about predictions. Who could walk away winning it all? We've put our heads together. We made some predictions, and here is a little look here. Who wants to go ahead and start?
Well, first of all, he says we put our heads together. We didn't. We all kept the secrets from each other because we're very competitive in our own right. And as you can see, Takada and I, we have the same choice, the French gentle maids of Nikov and Podesai. If you guys watch the practice games like we did yesterday, they would be your choice as well.
Look, I don't want to leak anything too early, but when the Pro-Am was announced, I think they went under the radar a little bit. They weren't in those top 5, top 3 predictions, and then we got here. We were seeing how much practice they were putting in, how well both of these players were performing, and everyone's like, wait, hold on a second. What's going on here? This duo is looking insane, and I do think that they have what it takes to come out on top today.
And we joke about Lacy and Stable Ronaldo being these ex-FNCS pros. I mean, Podesai Nikov has been playing since the World Cup. He has been a competitor for a long time. And although he may have not been competing for the last few years, understanding what takes priority in a competitive mindset is so valuable.
I can't lie, that duo kind of made me bat an eye, but me and my boy, Jacob PR, sticking to our NAC roots. We know who dominates over there in the majors. It's going to be Peterbot paired up with Aussie Antics. You want to know something, Takada? This actually surprises me because earlier on you were like, oh my gosh, it's 1 point per elimination, only 10 points for the Victory Royale. Obviously very, very heavy when it comes down to the elimination-based format, right? Peterbot has had the most eliminations over the past 5 FNCSs on his region, and he has only been beaten actually globally 1 time, and that was by Vico. Constantly gets the most eliminations. We're in an elimination-based format. I've got Peterbot.
Now hold on, here's the problem though, Vivid, because Peterbot is Peterbot, but as we saw in the practice games yesterday, if he goes down, there's a lot of duos close by, like Monger, who says, oh, I happen to have a Mammoth, you're still in the air, that's a free point from me.
I got something for you, Zeke. It don't matter, it's Pete.
Hey, he got me. He got me. But my prediction is Clix and Lacy because it's Clix and Lacy. They are gonna win. Now, of course, I know what you guys want. You guys want to meet some of these players. You want to see these duos in person. So why don't we go ahead and bring out the first 4.
Make some noise for Zemie and Cooper. 2 Titans from competitive and content are here to duke it out and reload, looking to take that top spot.
Let's hear it for Reddish and Venno. Friendly faces, but not so friendly in game, and with an unmatched competitive drive, they're ready to take it home.
It's Big Vaxity and Reason. Even though these guys are a last-minute duo, they will not disappoint today, mixing great content with brute force.
You gotta get loud for Kanata and Stable Ronaldo. This energetic powerhouse is ready to get the party started.
That was just the first 4, and we are already going absolutely crazy. I am so excited to see Faxity and Reason play. Faxity being the last-minute sub in there. Just so excited to see him compete on this stage. He's been running around. He's been talking to people, giving insights, trying to learn and grow. And I feel like he is so focused right now. And you pair him up with someone like Reason?
Yeah, no, I mean, Big Faxity, a lot of people look to him as, viewing party, a little bit of content, very close with a lot of the players, but he is also pretty dang good at Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of his content actually revolves around being involved, being in calls with other pro players, so he's constantly in those conversations, right? Not to mention also doing all of those zone wars. Shout out to Faxity, right? Such a big career. He's got a lot of momentum going on in the content craze. You saw him throw up the X, rep the set, recently joined Next Set.
Oh yeah, I love supporting my fellow NA West players. You mentioned the Zone Wars, also very good friends with Reason. The synergy is gonna be at an all-time high with this duo.
You talk about synergy. I like the word chemistry. Kanada, Stable Ronaldo. This is the other duo that's competing for the loudest duo
They're not
at
competing.
the Pro-Am.
No, they win. They already won. I think through the player lounge, we've seen that they have already won that. I mean, honestly, when this duo was announced, I was very excited, but also a little scared. Not for the rest of the competition, but for the audience members. It is going to get very loud from this duo.
It's been mentioned already that coming back to the game, and we were talking to Lazy, it's just like riding a bike. I think the person who's jumped back on that bike the best has actually been Ronaldo. His mechs look very, very clean.
Oh my gosh, look, I'm getting word. I would love to keep talking about these duos, but we got next 4 to meet. Bring them in.
It's Cypher and Moxie. The LA takeover has begun, and they're not looking to go home empty-handed. Show us what you got.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mongrel and Allier, Britain's finest, some might say, with tons of experience in the bag. They're ready to put others in the bin.
Viva la France, Meekov and Podicide. The Gentlemates have entered the stage, and you know that trophy would look oh so good in their office.
Let's hear it from Courage, JD, and Cole. Pretty bold to announce yourself as the champion already, but we respect it. Let's see you back up that statement.
Oh man, and a quick shout out there to our friends over at Make-A-Wish. We had some very special friends come out and kind of get to feel the crowd, feel the vibe in those few moments. We wanted to highlight here Meekov and Podicide. I mean, guys, this is the duo that pretty unanimously everyone seems to believe these are the guys. These are the ones that are going to win it all.
I mean, yeah, we already briefly talked about them just a few minutes ago. Absolutely incredible competitors. You know, ex-FNCS Pro joined by a current FNCS Pro is quite the dynamic duo.
Yeah, I mean, always being involved in the viewing parties, knows what's going on with Fortnite competitive, staying in tune, grinding in the shadows, paired up with Bodisai and Nikov. They're looking scary.
We do have the Global Championships in France later this year, so, you know, maybe they want to give us a little sneak peek of what we might see.
All right, all right. We also had a chance there. You heard the crowd go crazy. Cypher, PK, and Moxie coming together. I mean, I feel like the stadium, they've chosen their winners.
Oh, yeah. I mean, landing over in East Slurpee Swamp right there, they have a great position, but also Cypher PK, even though he is a content creator, he is an incredible competitor. And then, of course, Moxie, winner of the Milk Cup, one of the best female Fortnite pros in the world.
Yeah, a lot of potential here for this duo. Talked to Cypher, he was like, yeah, I love my duo. We got the same game plan. We're jumping in, feeling confident.
I love it. And again, shout out to Make-A-Wish. Luca, Tyler, thanks for hanging out. But it's time. Let's meet our next 4.
Give it up for Lachlan and Mr. Savage. The boys are ready to hit the ground running and combine maximum content with pure skill. It's showtime.
Everybody say hello to Regs and Nate Hill. They've got LAN events, they've got experience, and they're making for some fierce competition.
Make some noise for Captain Shota and Koyota, all the way from Japan. These guys are here to make their mark on the international stage with a big win.
Next up, it's BUGHA and Typical Gamer, a World Cup title paired up with world-class content. This is the perfect recipe for success.
TG, my fault, OG. I did not know you were absolutely yoked. Oh my gosh. Once again, the crowd have chosen their favorites. It's Typical Gamer, it's BUGHA. You can hear the crowd is electric right now. Man, what more could we say about these 2 OGs of the Fortnite scene?
Look, I almost got shaken off the stage. When BUGHA and Typical Gamer walked out, I literally almost fell off with how excited the crowd got. But that's at no surprise when you pair up the most followed creator in the Fortnite space alongside the World Cup solos, winner, it's what to expect.
You know, the reload game mode throws a bunch of old items, old weapons that we've seen in Fortnite competitive before. And if any's going to be good adapting to any sort of meta, any of those items, it's going to be BUGHA, the guy with the most experience.
And I mean, you look at typical gamer, he was competing in NA West FNCS, and he was able to make it through the qualifier. He is also in one of those gray areas, like you like to say, Vivid.
Okay, what about Koyota coming in from Japan, man? I mean, listen, they've got the rock, paper, scissors on lock. The question is, who's throwing paper?
Look, I'm going to ask you a question, Zeke. I was actually taking a peek in the player lounge. Koyota was 1v1ing Peterbot in creative. Who do you think won?
It's got to be Pete, man.
Koyota actually won 5-3 in 1v1's creative against Peterbot. So he's got the mechanical skill on deck. Also has some little surprises that we've seen in terms of game strategies, so I think they have what it takes.
That's the thing with Koyota. Every single time that he shows up to one of these international events, whether it be globals, whether it be a Pro-Am, everybody is always quickly reminded he is just so good, especially when it comes to mechanics.
I mean, there's a reason they call him the Asia's Peterbot, man. He is such a phenomenal player, and like you said, super innovative. I remember back when we had jetpacks in the game, he was literally eliminating people in the air. I'd love to see it again.
Woo! Let's hope there's jetpacks in reload, but for now, let's meet our next 4 duos.
Their names are Alex and Loser Fruit, but there's no losers in sight. It's time to represent Power and Oceania.
Give it up for Daya and Seti, both land winners with a bunch of experience, ready to give it their all in the FNCS Pro-Am tonight. Good luck.
Locked and loaded, Thomas and Somerset. This lobby better watch out, because with these two around, first is the only thing on their mind.
It's Aussie Antics and Peterbot. We're in for some action with these guys today. Can they live up to the expectations from the community? Time to find out.
I mean, I'm feeling it. This is insane. We still have one more group left to go, but let's talk about Daya and Seti. I mean, Seti's an invitational champion, a legend in the EU scene. You pair him up with Daya, who just recently won the Milk Cup LAN. I mean, you know, Viv, this is looking like a really strong duo.
You mentioned it, right? Both of them have that LAN experience, not only LAN experience, LAN winning experience. I mean, I swear this duo should be good on paper. It'll be interesting to see if they can actually fulfill all of the hype coming into the weekend.
Yeah, when you think of EU competitive and a new season starts, the pros, the players, the duo, the players that they look at first is Cammy and Seti. They're always ahead of the game in terms of meta, in terms of how to play this season out. So I would not be surprised if they're also going to be ahead of the meta going into today.
They are going to be contested at Logjam by Thomas and Somerset, but honestly, if there is a duo that could probably come up with a strategy real quick with how to deal with that duo, it is going to be Daya and Seti. But we got to talk about our OCE players.
That's right, Alex, we got paired up with Loser Fruit. I mean, in yesterday's practice games, guys, Alex was going crazy. Thankfully, they had Callum come out with them. Man, these guys are looking really, really strong.
Yeah, when we were watching the games, there I am seeing a player with like 8 eliminations. I'm like, oh, of course, Peterbot's going crazy. Oh, wait, no, that's Alex. Alex is eliminating everyone.
Another one of those instances where we're reminded by one of these international players kind of joining us here on the stage that they are just so good mechanically. I was talking to Alex just before we started, and he was like, yo, Vivid, like, hype me up. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? I don't need to. You were dropping crazy elimination yesterday. Just do that again. Everybody will be hyped for you.
100%. 4-time FNCS champ on OCE. You were mentioning it, Kelly. He had the highest amount of eliminations in any of the practice matches yesterday.
I have a very small insight from Loser Fruit as well. We had a very deep conversation. Said, Loser Fruit, what do you want out of the weekend? She said, I want one thing. One elimination onto Lachlan. That's it. With that being said, one final wave of duos. Bring them in.
Get loud for Queasy and Nick at 30. These guys will never back down and look to have an amazing day. I can guarantee to see them on high ground.
Flakes and God have entered the building, everyone. competition.
Jacob and Cami, bringing the pride of Poland all the way to Los Angeles. Let's see if this duo can live up to the pressure of the competition.
It's your content kings, Clix and Lacy. They're already first in everyone's hearts, but now it's time to place first on the big stage.
The hype is real. The players are now taking the stage, and we are getting ready for our first game. We wanted to talk about here for a moment, Cami and Jacob. So not that long ago, we kind of talked about Seti, right? And I feel like what's happening right now is Seti, typically when you look at this duo, Seti and Cami, they kind of come into tournaments real quiet, under the radar. And now you're telling me, Tokata, we have Seti already doing that. And now on the other end of Slurp Rush, we have Cami and Jacob doing the same thing?
That's the interesting part, right? They are literally on the complete opposite side of the map. Now it's a full Polish duo, and when we think of strategy, we think of meta. I know they have something hidden up their sleeves. I always see them practicing. They are always locked in, and I'm excited to see kind of what that secret's gonna be.
A couple of our duos competing today, obviously they're flying under the radar. It's no surprise that Cami and Jacob are one of those duos, but I think they're comfortable being like that, right? Cami and Seti kind of like to do that when they're playing those FNCS majors, so no surprise that we're not really hearing a lot about this duo right now.
You're talking about teams flying under the radar. A team not flying under the radar is Nick A30 and Queasy. I mean, what a combo. You can already hear the cheering again. Nick A30 is such an incredible personality for Fortnite, joined by Queasy, one of the best IGLs to Kata.
What's interesting about Nick A30 is before Fortnite, he was actually studying to become a doctor. So now paired up with the GOAT IGL, he is gonna have all the resources needed to keep him alive and play that support role.
Well, obviously Queasy, one of the GOATs when it comes to the IGL category. Talking about Fortnite, are they gonna be able to pull off the typical surgical procedure that is take height, don't die?
I love it. You know, and after yesterday, we had these practice games to look at, and unfortunately, Nick had a moment where he kind of crash padded Queasy back in the storm. So I said, hey, Nick, I kind of walked up and said, hey, Nick, what is the one thing we're not doing tomorrow? He said, you saw the crash pad play, didn't you? You know, and I said, of course I did, Nick. And he's like, hey, look, Zeke, tomorrow that's not happening. Don't worry. And of course, the fact that we saw them on height, yeah. I love that you're kind of saying that kind of clinical, surgical precision, bro. I was like, wait a minute, are we watching a Pro-Am or are we watching FNCS?
I mean, it's going to be a guarantee. We're going to see Queasy, we're going to see Nick A30 up on the high ground. Are they going to be able to control it, right? Maintain it? We'll have to see.
That's the difficult part, right? It did get taken from them in last moments, but it was because of a questionable crash pad play. So, you know, they had moments to practice. It was good. It was a practice game. Today is the real deal.
The one concern I have for this duo isn't about being contested, isn't about being able to play well, is how is Nick A30 going to deal with Queasy's language? We know that all the people competing here are going to be streaming their perspective, so we know, and also there's going to be some listen-ins as well. We got a lot of possible chaoticness for the family-friendly player.
Yeah, absolutely, and you're going to kind of talk about, you know, chaos, right? That's what Reload's all about. If we're taking a look at some of the items that we might expect some of our competitors to go ahead and pick up today, mobility being one of the most important things whenever we talk about Fortnite competitive. There's actually so much mobility in a Reload, right? We got the shockwaves, obviously those breaking builds. Those are going to cause some chaos. We got the grapplers. You can make so many, you know, crazy plays with that, avoid fall damage, you know, jump on the high ground with that pretty easily. The crash pads that we were kind of talking about, they send you so far. When we're talking about a smaller map, it feels like they send you halfway across the map.
And also thinking about strategies. There's a lot of mobility, but also, look, I don't want to leak it for the players, right? But seeing the practice games, if you're uncontested, we saw some duos just send the pro player somewhere else, let them battle it out. The creator farmed up the mats, got all the loot, got everything they needed to play out the later parts of the match. And hey, if the pro gets eliminated, you just reload back in, take all that loot. So I'm curious to see if we see that come to play.
I mean, yeah, that was a strategy that we saw in Major 2, right? With the new reboot purchasing that you can do. That is definitely a competitive level strategy. And that's what we need right now. A lot of these players prepping, getting ready. It has been all about the scrimming and the VOD reviewing for these duos. Who has been able to put in the most practice? How have they synergized as duos? Because this is it. This is the Pro-Am, right? We haven't had one in 5 years. A lot is on the line right now.
Vibes, I mean, at an all-time high, right? Obviously, there is definitely some more competitive edge, but there's also just like a lot of fun kind of bringing together, you know, both ends of the same coin, right? Hyper competitive FNCS and then content creators, right? Who, when you bring them together, it's like we're one big family coming together once again. I mean, again, having old OGs coming together and be like, yeah, I still rock Fortnite. Yeah, you want a 1v1? Oh, I just dumped you? That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking, saying that there's already people before the show even started being like, we need another one next year, and the games hadn't even started yet.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. As we were kind of going down the line right there and showing some of our duos get locked in, start to, you know, talk some strategy with each other, I saw Thomas HD and Somerset kind of pop in, and that made me, you know, remember a conversation that I had with Somerset just earlier on today, and I think it's very, very important because this is something that we can talk about when it comes to every single duo. I was like, hey, Summer, you know, how you feeling? She was like, surprisingly, I'm not nervous at all. I think that's like really, really big because, you know, from her perspective, it's like, oh yeah, you know, she's used to being nervous when it comes to competitive events. She's finally kind of hit her stride where the nerves are finally going away and she's going to be able to lock into the competition.
Yeah, confidence is key, especially when eliminations, I mean, we talked about it, 10 elims is the equivalent of a victory royale. So if you're able to just farm a good amount of elims at the start of the match, you have a very good shot of getting first place. Now, what I'm thinking about as well, we've had a bit of drop spot changes, but maybe we've had a little bit of drop spot baits, right? I know Mongol Allier said they were landing on Peterbot and Aussie Antics. Will they actually do that now that it's game time? Reason Faxvidi said they're landing on Cooper Zemie and Gone and Flakes. That's like 3 of the most powerful duos in the same POI. I don't know if it's really going to happen.
I mean, did you see Aussie Antics video of Ali A watching Peterbot build? I don't know if they're going to be dropping, and if they are, they're going to be doing it very carefully. But like you guys are saying, it's all about the vibes. We've had so much fun. There's just been so much content going out. We also have a lot of co-streamers up in the audience right now. There's people representing so many different regions. This is what Fortnite is all about.
Yeah, 100%. Very, very excited to kind of jump into the action. Gosh, Zeke, you know, I got a question for you, Zeke. You know, obviously you kind of punched in your ticket, Clix and Lacy yesterday, you know, Lacy after his extensive VOD review session last night. How you feeling about your pick?
I wasn't aware of the VOD review session personally, but listen, this is still Clix, this is still Lacy, you know. Clix is looking really good, right? Again, we had kind of 3 practice games yesterday we got to watch. We got to kind of clue in, see how things are kind of going. Clix, to him, it looks like I'm just watching Major 2, right? It looks like I'm just watching the same Clix I just got done watching. And of course with Lacy, like, yeah, this guy loves content, of course, but he knows how much Clix wants it. He knows what this means to Clix. So when the time comes, he will lock in.
We all know the ongoing joke of the 4th place curse from Clix. Unfortunately, getting 4th place again with Venno back last year. And then this year, getting 3rd place in Major 1. Major 2, he gets 2nd place. We were already talking about if Thomas HD wins, would this officially be his first FNCS title? Well, what about that question for Clix?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are kind of, I've seen it on socials a lot. Clix is actually in his prime right now. Definitely those placements, they're kind of backing it up. We're talking about storylines when it comes down to primes and everything like that. Why don't we go ahead and focus in on Mr. Savage and Lachlan, right? Mr. Savage was retired from Fortnite Competitive earlier this year, and it did not take long before he kind of rejoined us for Major 2, joined another trio, got right back into the action, so I think he's locked in right there. The thing that I love about Mr. Savage is that, you know, I remember competing against Guy, and he always had his supporter creator code. It was always like 200 IQ, because everybody always kind of coined him as the smartest player. Of course, now we could see it right a couple minutes ago, right? He changed his code now to code Mr. Savage, but still has those smarts.
Has the IQ from retired to qualifying grand finals, but now competing here at the Pro-Am. And you were talking about, you know, does it count as an FNCS win? Well, if it does, you know, if Mr. Savage Lachlan wins, even Peterbot Aussie Antics, that means Aussie Antics is an FNCS win and Thomas HD doesn't, and Clix doesn't. You know, that is definitely going to be a funny ongoing joke.
I mean, how can you not be entertained, right? And again, the fact that this is reload, you know, obviously in FNCS we watch, someone goes down, it's like, well, see you next game. Now someone goes down, it's like, okay, well, they're reloading back in. How do we kind of approach this new situation? Does Thomas HD have a mammoth pistol halfway across the map? Did he catch you coming from the sky? Like, there's so many cool things. And of course, with the loot pool that is reload, there's so much chaos that can happen. From even opening a single chest.
I think it's important to kind of talk about, yeah, you're going to kind of get reloaded, right? Obviously, you're going to be flying in the sky. You're pretty exposed, and we kind of see how that kind of works out in competitions before, whenever there's like launch pads in the lobby, in the loophole. But there was a change not too long ago to kind of avoid some of that, right? Make sure you can kind of glide down further, closer to the land, have a little bit more immunity. Yeah, to kind of prevent some of those beams coming out of the sky. I can tell you right now, from the practice games yesterday, with these professional players in the lobby, it feels like it almost changed nothing.
Yeah, it really did not. I mean, the aim of these players is on a whole other level. And what I'm thinking is, in a lot of the performance evaluations, the players are playing safe. They were, hiding the box, going for the late games, and trying to get a good placement. Because in those end games, you are going to get a lot of opportunities for eliminations. But I'm trying to think to myself, okay, if you're low ground, you're going to have a lot of opportunities, players dropping down, running out of mats, a lot of elims. High ground, you're going to have to play aggressive if you want to match that amount of eliminations. And I think that's going to be kind of the deciding factor on who does end in first place.
Another deciding factor is how these players are going to be preparing for their win condition in the end game. Obviously, with this being reload, we know that it has a high potential of going to a heal off. And we've seen a few players, such as Peterbot and Ozzy, having 4 chug jugs in their loadout at one point, which is a great way to prepare. It's not the best way to get eliminations, though, and you do need to have a bit of a combination of mobility and weapons and everything. But I think players that are preparing for that win condition is what's going to set them apart.
Love the fact that you're talking about the heal off. Yeah, it would be no surprise if at least 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4, maybe 5, maybe all 6 actually go down to that heal up, right? We got so many items that can kind of support that. Chug jugs, med kits, we've got those slurp juices in. But it's so funny because yesterday when we were watching those practice games, I was like, wow, we've even got the terrain, POIs like Slurpee that have those barrels available. Cooper, so smart, making sure that he went ahead and utilized those for his heal off win condition. Gosh, they're just so smart sometimes.
And that's why it's important to put in the practice on this new map. I mean, not only do you have chug jugs, med kits, splashes, but like you were mentioning, if you know where all these slurp barrels are, if you know where you need to go quickly into zone to keep yourself alive in the heal off, I'm sure we're going to have a lot of them.
I mean, bringing us back 3 years ago, invitational final game, Camiseti versus Queasy Vino, not knowing what you can do at a drop spot can really change the story of a game.
Why would you bring that up, Kelly? It's not like this is going to be a super close competition by the end of the day. That would be insane if it was, but it's that time. We're ready to jump aboard that battle bus for the first game out of the FNCS Pro-Am. So casters, over to you.
It's definitely time. You guys are talking so much about those practice games, Taco, and they are out the window because the nerves have to have settled now. The battle bus is going to launch, the players are going to drop in, and everything that you practice, some are going to be put to the test.
But so many of these creators, so many of these pros, they're just so familiar with what it's like to have all eyes on them. And so with that, I think the expectation kind of settles more into the fact that I just don't want to be last.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things is, everybody gets a little bit of that prize pool. It gets increasingly more, $50,000 for that first place, but it's almost like exactly what you said. No one wants to get last. Everybody wants to hoist that trophy, and it kind of leads to my prediction of Peterbot and Ozzy antics, right? Huge fan of Ozzy. Everybody's got in the world probably a fan of Peterbot, but it was actually at last year's Global Championship. I asked him, what's next? How are you going to do it? He doesn't necessarily care to just win. He wants to dominate. He wants to be the best player in the game, and with 5 FNCS championships, he is well on his way there.
But that's just the thing. The caliber of competitors that we have in this lobby mixed in with what you would expect to be a little bit more of a casual environment, but no, that's not the case. The desk has been touching on it so heavily. A lot of our creators have really been putting in the time, effort, and hustle, and it's going to showcase here today. These matches, it might only be 6 games, Jacob, but I'm expecting some pretty big shifts to develop, especially by the time we hit the halfway point.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting, especially games 5 and 6. Those are the ones my eyes are definitely going to be glued on, because that's when a lot of the chaos will start to ensue just a little bit. Depending on where you're at in leaderboard, we already see it in our FNCS final style lobbies. You need 30 points, you need 40 points. You have to pick it up through eliminations. This format is basically elimination heavy. You don't start to earn placement points until you start to get into the top 10, and most of them is in the top 5. So it's all about consistency and eliminations, and I think there's a few teams already talking to them. They have some tricks underneath their sleeve, Taco. I'm ready to see them.
Look, everybody wants to be optimistic and anticipate that they're going to be able to find the eliminations when it matters. Maybe they can be consistent with their placements, but one of my favorite quotes of the day actually came from Vaxity earlier this morning, because he said, if by games 5, 6, it looks like it's not happening, guess who I'm crashing out on? It's going to be Peterbot. If I'm not winning, he's not winning it either. And that kind of mentality, I wouldn't be surprised to see take place amongst multiple duos here today, because it's all about the pride sometimes, Jacob.
No, it definitely is. And, you know, coming in and watching some of the practice games, you know, right out of the gates, Peterbot and Ozzy landing at their Slurpee swamps. But then I saw Faxity Reason. I saw Alex as a solo while Loser Fruit was uncontested at her drop. I saw BUGHA and TG actually get aggressive and take the top of the Slurpee building. So honestly, I feel like it's anybody's games, and these zones are going to be so pivotal because by zones 5, zone 6, just one zone before the reboot, that's when it's going to get interesting. But you guys heard the battle bus, and it is going to be ready for game number 1.
This is what we have all been waiting for. 1 day and 6 matches to determine who our 2025 FNCS Pro-Am champ team is going to be. And initially off the jump, Peterbot, Ozzy, they've got control of Slurpee, but they've got company.
If that would have just been a Mammoth pistol right out of the gate for Peterbot.
Yeah, we're dropping you for now. Here, it's on the grab.
Yeah.
Got crashies. Got a pump. Shocks.
Wait, do you have crash pads?
I do, yeah.
Wait, give me one, give me one. Here, throw it. Just throw it right here on me. Throw it on me.
Looking?
I'm gonna crash.
Oh, he's right there. He's
just
sold,
like
he's
here.
sold,
No, go, go, go.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we can just kill him. Just shoot him. There's nothing. 50 on him. It's a bot. It's a bot. There's nothing.
60.
Okay.
Dead.
Okay. And just come back up because
I'm gonna crash.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anonymous or not. Good kill though. Hit the barrels.
Close. They're just close.
Oh yeah. It's Pete. He's shocking back. He has a sniper, so don't like sit in the open.
Alright, I'm popping this barrel.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, 1 point up, bro.
Nah, not bad.
He thought he could get a little... Back up, Pete. Back up,
Yeah,
Pete.
no.
Come on, chat. I have 5 crashies.
Yep, nice.
Finally got an AR.
Got more crash pads here too.
You got the slurp juice, right?
Yeah, I have it. Okay. You should hang around here and just get max metal.
Yep.
I'm gonna go in the forest alone and try to loot for a bit, I think. I'm gonna try to get some mats up too. Like getting our brick and stuff, we might like just box up together in like mid game. There's a hunting rifle here, but
farm the walls, it's good.
Yeah. And just get all the ammo you can also.
Yep. Sounds like Pete's like
yeah, he took some on this one. I threw the slurp there because I'm gonna go grab something.
Pete just eliminated Savage.
Okay. That's up west, by the way.
Okay, there's a grappler here if you want it. I'm gonna hard ping it.
It's okay. It's up here. Well, I might get the crashing, bro. You might just want to stay there for a second. I might go wild.
You're him, dude. You're him.
Yeah, just stay there. See next one.
Worst case, I'll take down Peterbot. It's no big.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. It's okay. I'm just making it like a kill zone around here. Like if anyone comes in, we're just crashing.
You want me to surge base it if I get more mats?
I don't think so. We're gonna try to go deep in a minute. I think we go deep for a wooden brick, just so we don't waste time and sit around.
There's not bad brick here.
Yeah, another big bot. Throwing a big bot up there.
Oh yeah, there's a decent amount of brick here, bro. We can probably max
there
it.
is. Yo, we can. Wait, I see Aussie by the way. I'm gonna. Or no, this is a duo. It's all good. You should go right side Slurpee.
Alright, whenever you want to. I'm at
yeah,
almost
we
cap
should
metal.
go down here and just take a building and chill. Other people are probably doing it though.
Somebody shooting near me? Someone's flying?
Yeah.
Yeah, me,
It's a reboot, no? Yeah, kill him, kill him. Just kill this kid, bro. Just jump him.
Drop it up.
Just crash. What did he crash? He's 100
dead. It's Savage, it's Savage. We can farm his teammate.
I think we could, yeah. Yeah, let's actually go up. Let's see where he lands. I think we sit edge, to be honest. We could get crashed on, but I think it's worth. Everyone on edge is gonna be shambles.
We're 2 up right now.
Yeah, no.
He's respawning, right?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Actually, I'm gonna take this. You should make a base on top, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that out of brick.
Just maybe metal and max.
Alright.
Make it quick 1x1 or something. Do you have crash pads?
I have 5 crash pads for shocks.
Did you get the Okay, 4 shots here. Can you drop me the shots?
Here, I'm dropping on me.
I put more crash pads down here too on
I'm
hardware.
gonna go grab it.
Yeah.
On your ping?
Yeah.
Huge. Alright, I have 7 crash pads, so I have an empty slot essentially.
We're just gonna edge in this next zone.
Yeah.
I want to get more wood and brick. I don't think we sit up right now. I think we walk around together down here and get some more wood and brick.
Alright, I'm on you. Coming.
Okay. I have good loot, by the way. We're good. Yeah, we have good loot.
I have 7 crash pads and a slurp. I have a slurp.
Yeah.
Oh, you got good heals too.
Yeah, I do. Let's just farm up together and just make sure your movement's like unique, you know, so you're not getting headshot sniped.
Yep.
We're good. It's gonna be a full Zemie pool, so we need to kind of get ahead early if we can.
Yeah, I'm coming to you.
If we can get a Zemie building and just farm it out, we're gonna be chilling. We can even, there's kids on my right. They have a mammoth on the right. They're grappling ahead. Just let them go real quick. Here, come up this way.
Right on you. Oh, getting shot.
He's trying to crash. Okay.
Oh, you got mammoth. You got mammoth. I'm waiting for you here. I'm stalling.
Yeah, we just sit on edge. We don't need to do anything. Just wait a second.
Right.
We can go to this gas station and farm here real quick though.
Let's get it. Oh, shock on top. Shock on top.
Yeah, I got him. I'll get him. Nice. We just edge in on the mountain.
Yep.
We just keep edging and then we're gonna play shocks later.
Nice, dude.
We can even.
I have 7 crashes.
Let's just farm this out. I want to find a spot. Oh, that drop would be good. Here, I'm gonna shock us.
Wait, I can use 1 crash pad. You want to use? Oh,
no. Here, I'm gonna actually just wait.
I'm cutting audio.
They have mammoth.
Oh, I see him.
Hold on.
He's not looking. 28.
Yeah, just wait a second. I think we just yeah. There's not really much to farm.
Shocks. Are you full?
Yeah, I'm already full though. Do you think you can do the thing, the pickup?
Yeah, I could.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna carry 2 shocks. There's only 1 crash pad. I have 6 more.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right, do it.
Throw
Hold them. No. Hold the shocks. Okay, I'm gonna shock us in. Ready?
Yeah.
We're just gonna jump in. Come like right side. Yeah. Okay, jump. Just play edge. Wherever edge is.
In the bush?
Yeah. Oh, I got mammoth. There's the box.
Wow, you got
Probably mini big.
I'm up 1 layer, by the way.
Yeah, matches aren't the best, but like, it's whatever.
There's a barrel by the bus stop here.
Yeah, we're just sitting on heights.
Yeah, that's annoying. Holding your wall. Holding a brick. I'm holding a brick.
Yeah, let go and just come back if he does it again. Nice.
Oh, we're so good. Nice pull.
Dude, I think.
I'm gonna come on here and look. Still team on high.
Realistically,
team east. We know he's.
Yeah, it's facts.
I think it's probably facts. Yeah.
You know what we could do? We could pre-shock deep into zone and try to play whites and just refarm all our mats, because we get mad here, it's a little bad. We could also just chill, but I'm only 3-0-5, but I think we can get kills. That's why I'm not worried about mats in this.
Yeah, I'm 3-3-5. Here's half brick.
Double. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, I'm good mats then. I don't need a force anything.
Yep.
We can chill. We're gonna be congested though. Like, being back there is good, but like, yeah, whatever. Just trying to take extra damage because my heals aren't crazy. I'm 4 minis, 2 bigs.
Yeah, I'm 1 slurp.
And everyone just lives too, so these games are gonna have like, some people are gonna start. Yeah, people are gonna start dying soon, and we can farm them out the air though. To be honest.
What is on my foot? There's like a there's like a pillow on my foot.
I was just crunching my toes.
Okay, we got 2 limbs. That's a good way to start.
No.
Chat, take a screenshot. I got 2. BUGHA got 0. Take a screenshot. By the end of the game, it's gonna be 20 BUGHA TG2.
Probably.
Come on, that's what I want. Okay, so I'm 3-0-5. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about mats. We're gonna be playing for kills regardless, so like we should never get to the point where we have 0.
Yeah. South and southeast is hard dead side.
Yeah, I'll let you know on rotates. Majority of the time we're gonna shock though, because it's better than crash shotting. We have so many too.
I feel like late crash pad's alright, but
Yeah. Early game is a little risky. Plays right. Okay, come to my box. We're gonna shock early. I do it like this. Look in the cone. You see the tree. Look in the cone. You see, we're going left of it, okay?
Left of it?
It's one above us.
Yeah.
It's fine. We can still go. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Just slide jump.
Oh, I just got hit hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. They're crashing.
Oh, yeah, they're
360. Land on the hill above me, okay?
Yeah. 10 seconds.
Thanks. I'm going up the hill. Crashing away. Land on the hill, or maybe dive down, maybe.
Oh.
I'm done.
Yep.
Okay, take minis. We're just gonna get sprayed the whole time. We need to shock all the way around left, I think. Pop those minis.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna shock us. Ready? Pass this. I'm just getting full spray.
Stuck.
Yeah, we're just gonna get crashed on, I'm not gonna lie. We need to chill for a second. Yeah, I have nothing.
I have no mats.
Yeah, you already have nothing either. You need to go into dead side, bro. Here, take a shockwave. We're gonna solo shock each. You see my pink mark?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna try to shock there. I'm gonna go first, okay?
Alright.
Ready? I'm not trying
Wait,
to.
I have 0 mats. I have 0 mats. So if I land, I have nothing.
Okay, take that wood. Okay, I'm gonna go first, and then you go. I'm sliding. Actually, land behind this wood. Just sit here. Okay, we're just gonna need a third party to fight.
Yep.
You only have an AR, so I don't know if I mean, I could give you the big. Reboot's okay. You think I give it to you, or what? Like, you only have an AR. I mean, we're gonna jump in a box, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
I
hold
can
it-
spray
yeah,
someone down,
whatever.
so.
Yeah, I'll give you AR, man.
Thank you.
So
I'm pretty
shameless.
healthy, so.
Yeah. He pulls back, bro. We have no movement.
You have no shocks? Oh.
No, we have nothing. Yeah, we're gonna need to run together. We're just gonna need to crash in someone. If we hear a team fight, by the way, we're just getting in. I think that's what we do. This team's wrapping early. We're not gonna be able to do anything. I'm just gonna hold them. We're just gonna have to run it down mid. This team behind us is gonna like crash fed.
Sweet.
They landed in front of me. 28, not 1 HP, 1 HP. Ali Asian. We need to kill him. We need to kill this guy. Spray that.
Get us in. You know,
Yeah, spray. Dead. I'm about to. I don't know if he has anything. 29, they picked up the body. Yeah, okay, we need to run left. Ready? Come.
Yeah.
We can even jump the back one every time. Come up. Come up this way, just stagger for a second.
They're box. They're to the left side.
Yeah. What are they fighting?
Yeah.
We can double spray. Ready? 3, 2. Actually, no, not sure. Come. Run in. Watch this wall. I'm snacking. Making him panic. Pick up that shotgun.
Got it.
Okay. You come down.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Not dead. Okay. That's all you. It's all good. You got 5 builds.
Yeah. Well.
Get a mark next up. Back built, okay? On level. Chug on trip. 200 chug. Let's go. Might be loot to your left, behind you.
Panikov, Podesai, immediately shockwaving towards the front side low. They're waiting, they're hoping that somebody is going to run into one of their pre-edits.
There are 15 teams still alive. Placement points have not touched this lobby just yet. It's all eliminations all the way, as Cold is looking for another one. Savage, weak as can be on the other side. Lachlan's there as well. Shockwave from Kanata, causing a little bit of destruction and confusion, as Cold is simply on the hunt. An opportunity there, but he misses out. But Zemie's going to steal that one away, as Peterbot is struggling to get out of the box, but they send him back to the lobby anyway.
And Queasy, the lone man on height, he's gonna try and just make sure that he's got it as long as possible. Clix and Lacy, though, all the way in the bottom field, they are making sure that nobody can challenge their current position. Clix creating so much space. Lacy, all that bot reviewing from last night, buddy, it's kicking in now. Queasy gonna be dropped down into the heart of the action, and now Clix, Lacy, he might actually do this.
He finds his former teammate, Veno, the 6 out of 12, as he lands another shot, but he gets Shockwave out of zone, quickly uses his, finds his way back, 0 builds left, but on the high ground, it's his EU competition. He goes for a play, but gets set right back down. Nikov, Podesai, 4 eliminations, they're in control.
And they absolutely blocked off Queasy's attempt to actually catapult himself back up the high ground. Clix, Lacy, they're just too tangled up. It's only gonna be Clix that manages to finagle his way out of here, but he's gonna shockwave up. He sees Podesai, but he's a target. But Podesai's been sent packing. It's only Nikov, the other half of the Gentlemates, to keep this one alive.
There's one duo left in this game, and it's Cooper and Zemie. Everybody else is solos as Queasy's trying to go for the heal off. The Chug Jug backside of the zone. He barely gets it off in time, but Cooper and Zemie, they have the Chug Cannon. Infinite heals as long as they have the time. Queasy drops down from above, but it's only a short stint. He doesn't want to go ahead and stay there for too long as Nikov goes down. 2v1 situation. If anybody can do it, it has to be Queasy.
But Queasy's just outnumbered. Cooper and Zemie are gonna strike first. Victory Royale. And this is the moment they want to keep that momentum building.
They won the last game of the practice games yesterday. They held on to that momentum. They held on to that confidence, and they fired off here in game 1. Let's go and see how they're feeling with Frankie.
All right, guys. Congratulations. Gain and Center, give it up for your Victory Royale winners. Cooper, you knew that he had it in him. He's been practicing for this moment, but did you think straight out the gate you'd be picking up the first Victory Royale?
100%. I mean, we're going to win this whole thing. I'm the best teammate here. I'm feeling super confident. IGLing feels good. I'm feeling great.
All eyes were on Queasy and the high ground, but you guys were just staking things out on the low ground. Talk me through that end game.
Yeah, I mean, end game we looked at high ground. We saw they're very established. Cooper called it to go low ground. I was on him the whole time. He was calling it, and I was just trying to get kills, give him everything he needs, and it worked out.
It really did work out. Do you think you need to change things up now to keep people guessing in the lobby?
No, I mean, we might change things. We might not. I don't know, but all I know is we're gonna win more.
Well, all eyes are gonna be on you. Cooper, after game 1, we've got the eye test now. Who do you think is the biggest competition here?
I mean, I don't got any competition here, honestly. I think we're miles ahead of everyone. We just stay consistent, stay confident. No one's beating me here.
All right then, guys. Please give it up one more time. Cooper and Zemie! What a way to kick things off here in Los Angeles. We'll be right back after this break.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2025 FNCS Pro-Am. Oh my gosh. Game number 1 was crazy. So many developments all happening in that single chaotic moment of a game. And at the end of it all, Cooper and Zemie come out as Game 1 winners?
Yeah, I mean, again, that wasn't too much of a surprise, right? Everyone had Cooper and Zemie winning the whole thing, and it looks like Cooper and Zemie are feeling the same way as well. Going on the low ground aggression definitely is working out for this duo right here. But what I love from it is Cooper. This Major 2 that we just had was one of the first times that we really tried IGLing, and honestly, he's done such a good job with it, and I love to see him bring that into this competition as well.
I mean, Cooper was telling us, he said, let's drop low ground. That's what he was telling Zemie. Zemie's like, should we go for high? Should we contest it? No, they wanted to play by the book. Go low ground, get those extra eliminations, and it ended up in a 2v1. Quick cleanup, got the dub.
I love, too, that, you know, obviously Zemie is saying, like, hey, it's all Coop, and I'm listening to him, but we just watched Zemie go crazy, right? The mark of a good duo is, like, if your IGL kind of says, hey, this is what we kind of need to do, he's immediately there to just make sure everything is happening the way it needs to, and they're sitting there in that #1 spot right now after just game number 1. Dude, Zemie, what I love about him, even if he's like asking questions like, hey, what should we be doing? What you don't have to question is his aiming. Wherever they are, whatever layer, if there's a 1v1 that's taking place, Zemie's not missing.
Whew, man, that is a way to start a competition, Takada. And honestly, I think a lot of eyes are going to be on this duo. I don't know necessarily if Peterbot and Aussie Antics are necessarily happy with the performance that we saw right there. Currently sitting in 7th place. And if there's one thing I know about Peterbot is that when he thinks that there's a player that's doing better than him, he tends to target that player.
Oh yeah, and you could see from the early game onto Mr. Savage how focused he was on getting that elimination. But also shout out Aussie Antics. The amount of eliminations he was picking up, he was looking like one of the pros himself.
Yeah, look at this, the same amount of eliminations as Peterbot. I don't think anyone expected that, but with the amount of practice that Aussie has been putting in, and you could even hear it from Peterbot, the fact that he complimented Aussie Antics just shows how much effort he's been putting into this competition.
Absolutely. Of course, I want to highlight here as well Nikov and Podesai. Guys, for a moment, I thought, wait a minute, they're going up. The Gentlemates are on height. This is it. And it looked really, really good. Obviously, Clix played spoiler to that. We'll get to that in a second. But to see them on that high ground, especially in those late moments of the zone, guys, this feels like an FNCS. Now, really quickly, we have a listen in here with Peterbot. So let's take a look.
Kept thinking, like...
Alright, remember land under.
Yep.
Yeah, we win a game on land. You're the first OC player to win
Yo,
a land.
let's go, bro. I'm talking about winning the whole thing as well, man.
Yep. Now we're winning the whole thing. What?
Got him.
Nice. Good
We're
job,
steady. We're steady.
Bro.
Yo, got a pro on the board, baby. 30, 13 white, 60 white, 80 white. Dead, dead, dead.
Nice,
Nice.
bro.
Let's go, baby.
I
Go,
blanked
bro.
her.
Dude, 2-2, man. Come on. Kill checked by me. Come on, man. You got to be at least triple my kills.
I love that. Something we actually, when we had a chance to talk with Ozzy, one thing he said was like, hey, listen, so on land, OC has not gotten a victory royale or a win. So we said, wait a minute, hold on. So you're saying if you got a victory royale and won, I mean, OCE is on the map then. That's right. Lachlan walked out with that piece of paper. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy, especially with it being Aussie Antics, because we do have a few OC pros here as well. So to have it be the content creator, the face of content creation for Fortnite, that'd be pretty special. But if we're talking about special, we got to talk about Cold and Courage JD.
Look, Jacob mentioned it. Courage said, every banana I'm going to eat, I'm going to turn that into an elimination. And he was not wrong. You can see the shots he's hitting here. You can see the practice that he's put in. There was a funny note. He's played more tournaments in the last week than he had from 2020 to now. And that work is really paying off.
This game, though, was all about Cold. His solo clutch that we saw exactly right here, where he was staying in the back of zone, kind of staying on this like low to kind of second low ground, which is allowing him to grab all these eliminations from all the players that are focusing forward, going for those elims themselves. Honestly, Cold is punishing the rest of the lobby for playing well, and that is what separates these first tier and second tier players, is being able to kind of understand where you're at a deficit and then use that to your advantage.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All they got to do now is maintain that consistency. Good amount of eliminations, get yourself to the late game, and just keep on going.
I want to keep on going to more games. Let's jump back on that battle bus for game number 2.
Match 1 has already delivered, and from what we're witnessing this far, Jacob, all of these players are so ready to kind of stamp their own place inside that leaderboard.
Yeah, with how wild game 1 was so far, I can only expect it to kind of double, triple in games 4 and 5 at the end of the day, because we saw 16 teams alive before placement points went in. But let's get into game number 2, because we want action.
Look, any game 1 jitters that might have existed, it's got to go out the window. Everybody just needs to absolutely lock in, because it doesn't matter if you're a pro, it doesn't matter if you're a creator. Everybody has equal opportunity to find those eliminations with the way that things are getting so chaotic in these end games.
Sometimes you just
I'm gonna get.
I don't have anything.
Dead on Aussie.
Can you get it?
Yeah, I got it. Here you come.
I got a purple hammer as well.
Yep.
I got 4 shockwaves and a grappler.
Yeah.
Great shots, bro. You're a legend, you know what? You're him, bro.
Reboots already. I didn't even hear Aussie reboot yet. Wait, Aussie died off the sky to Alex. Wait, what? Were they dying?
Drop it.
So
Let me go
shy.
somewhere. I'm getting ammo.
Dude, Slurpee might be uncon, bro. I don't know, like, I didn't hear so well.
Another grappler if you need.
Okay. Yeah, look, Aussie's dying off the sky and he's not near us. That's where parts of Slurpee are uncon. We should go check. We have shocks anyways, like if it crashes, whatever, bro. Look, if we don't hear a respawn around... Yeah, I think it's over there, bro. I don't think Pete says Slurpee. We would hear reboots of Aussie, you know?
Should, yeah. Responsible for his teammate.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's just go. We need to loot the good stuff real quick. You have shocks, right?
Yeah, 6 shots.
Okay. Go into the main building real quick. We just go run through all the chests on low ground. Just lurking around enemy territory.
Stay here. Taken.
He's gonna come back though. They need to come back. Yeah, on us. Wait, lurk. Just crouch. They're gonna know it's looted though. He's gonna come through. No. He's gonna loot this chest on me. I'm ADS pumping it. His teammate's over here. Yeah, maybe. I think we play for the door. No, he's not. Wait, he's fighting. Here, loot, just loot. Here killed Ali, yeah. Okay. Need a real shotgun, yeah. I'm going up real quick. Here, big pot up here, can you hold? What's your big? Yeah, you can hold a big. Come up and grab that. Jug I just got.
Can you drop the grappler for crash pads,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah. That's fine. Move your mic a little closer too. Alright. There's more minis up there.
You wanna hold the top or?
It's crashing.
Oh, you see him over here?
Yeah, I'm gonna just tag them. I'm just brief them or it's whatever. Watch for snipes. We should drop down. Those kids are so annoying.
Slow truck over here too.
Yeah, there's chests in here.
Splashes?
We can technically... Yeah, let me get. I can hold him.
Yep.
Yeah. We could technically do what like P wants to do. We could do the zone strat.
Yeah.
Just stick on each other and just loot. They just have attack, bro. There's no real shot now.
Yeah, there's still a lot of buildings. Barrels here? Let's get these barrels.
Yeah. Over this way. I'm gonna hit these barrels.
Alright, oh, more shockwaves, shockwaves, shockwaves.
Yeah, I got them all, Peter's on us. Okay. Except tags, bro.
Hammer,
we should go
hammer.
That shit's fun.
I'm dropping, oh, somebody's here?
Yeah, they're fighting. It's okay. You should low-key shock up, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. It's chasing you, I'm coming, it's fine, it's fine. 100? He's one. I'm getting fried though, I'm popping my chug jug. Give me a second. He's grappling on you. You're good. That's Aussie.
I'm gonna shock out.
Yeah, you can. I'll get to you, just don't bow there.
I shock. I'm good.
My head. I'm back, it's fine. Just make boxes. Here, come here, I'm splashing.
Yep.
That's Aussie present you. I'm fighting Peter.
Alright.
I'll have a big pot if you have.
Shoot, yeah. I'm gonna have to shock and get a big pot or something.
Nah, you're good. You're not pressing like that. Okay, do you have a shock?
I have 7 shocks.
Okay, we should solo shock like back west. Okay. Actually, wait. Come here now. Come here.
Should go back to our spot maybe, get heals.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Barrels in here, I think. Oh, there's a rare chest, rare chest.
T equals new, bro. It's actually a goblin. I'm popping some of this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna just pop all of it. I'm gonna hold the minis at the base. You can shock back. Here, I'm gonna shock us.
Oh, I'm good. I'm going.
Popping barrels.
I'm over building.
Okay.
I'm just getting us all the way in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, barrels on barrels here.
Yeah, I'm gonna come get it. Don't pop them without me. I'll be there in a second.
Alright. Yeah, stand at the back of this truck with me. I'm popping a medkit, and then we could just get full shield.
Yeah.
This barrel right here, there's a chest in here too.
Yeah. We'll run through all the barrels together.
Here you go, yeah, right here.
Okay. I got the splashes, farming this.
I'm max metal.
Okay, I need to farm a little. Let's just keep hitting barrels.
Yep. Get the extra on me. I'm gonna get that chest up there.
Yeah, get that chest up top. We pull it, by the way. We sit in, half out. We just sit here and farm
rare
the whole
chest.
time. Yeah.
Purple scar. And
nice.
crash pads. And more splashes. Here, I'm dropping a hammer if you want it.
Okay, well, I'll take. See to watch no one lurks on us. People know there's mad whites here.
Farming the floors.
Yeah.
There's chest on this one.
Yeah. Rock sides and stuff. I'm gonna hit barrels real quick. These two.
Yeah.
Farm the barrels. Yeah.
If you're max metal, we can use metal.
Nah, I need to get more metal.
Alright.
I'm gonna farm those yet.
Oh shoot, sorry, I didn't know barrels were on there.
Fine. I'm gonna build a base on top so people know real quick.
Yep. So I'm 6 shocks, 6 pads.
Okay, I need to refarm metal. Do you wanna come up here, or you get mats?
Yeah, again.
Okay. I'll come down then.
I need to hit barrels too.
Let's cap off on whites, yeah, I'm fine.
Let's hit these barrels.
Peter has a mammoth over in Slurpee, so don't over peek it.
No.
And I built boxes on top. We're also in dead side, so like when zone pulls, we should go insta.
Okay.
Because we can be first rotate. Bro, I just have a gray thunder. It's so mid.
I have a blue ranger shotgun.
Oh really? There's a blue tack up top. You might want that over that. I think you should.
Where is it?
On roof.
Nice, yeah. I'm grabbing it quick.
Yeah, get that. And we should hit these barrels real quick.
Alright.
Yeah, we need to go early.
Yeah, let's
take these barrels. Yeah. Let's just go left. Go deep left, like over here. Follow these kids. Yeah.
You can crash if you want, if we're not gonna use them later.
What, do you have a crash pad?
I have 6, yeah.
Yeah, you can throw one here. Throw it on this thing. Okay, go up right. Or just go through, Team
in front of you.
Yeah, my box under bridge.
Nice.
Who's right here?
Just look back.
Yeah, I don't want to overpeak. I only have 5 splashes for heals.
I have 2 splashes.
Dang, were there minis there? Was I droning?
There was minis, yeah. The team is west still.
Wait, keep gliding. Look. Oh, he died. Yeah, he's gonna have minis though.
I still want to get headshot.
Mammoth,
it's gonna ruin my whole game.
Yeah, don't even overpeak because I only have
This team's stealing.
I actually don't even think we open.
No.
We don't open unless we hear a crack.
Let's play like it's Surge, bro. We're 2000 Surge, you know? Let's not open.
Yeah, exactly. Kid gliding again? No, there's farming out, yeah. Kid running in the river. I try to snipe the back one when he goes.
Seems like doing some weird stuff over here, Wes.
Yeah, they're just adding their walls. They're just tweaking. Oh, you were right.
Yeah. I told you, they were like setting up something, bro.
Alright, bro. Bro, poor Allie, he's just getting farmed. You have your own shocks, right?
I have 6 shocks, yep.
Okay, we're gonna probably be doing our own shocks this game. Okay, this is good. We wait and we shock from down here.
Team rotating southwest on top of the hill. That team's setting up on west side to shoot us when we rotate.
Yeah, I see it.
Team low ground.
Okay.
Oh, they're spraying at each other.
You see my marker? Is there a kid on your wall? Yeah, kid's getting lobbied over there front side.
Yeah.
That's fine. We might honestly... Kid's doing it too. Actually, we should go deep south and then go up, I think. We should ramp up. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna shock, okay? And then come to me.
Yep.
Shocking. Bots. I'm just gonna build in from here, okay?
I'm good here.
Back.
I'm farming.
Yeah, you're good. On this.
Oh, nice. Oh, there's more rock
I'm
there.
gonna build us up. Watch that bottom left wall. We're gonna try to piece.
Are we tarping in?
Weird spot. Yeah, just start there.
We can get this rock down here. I don't know if it's worth, but it's a pretty big rock.
Yeah, I'll find it. You know my back wall. Can't even hit it. I don't think that kid has anything.
Yeah.
Okay, get ready for zone. We can insta shock, by the way. Come up. I'm gonna shock.
We wait.
We wait. Heights crashing out, by the way. Do you have shocks?
Yeah, I got 5 shocks, 5 crash pads. Yeah.
Oh, I think team already did it. They're going for height.
I think we wait until next zone to go height. Because that team's gonna get jumped on. But hey, you're the big BUGHA, bro.
Yeah, it's so late
Show
now.
who it is.
Okay. I'm gonna, you're stay in that box. I'm gonna shock first, okay?
Yeah,
it's fine if you take zone. We need to splash. Shocking once. Okay. Tag.
Coming in hot.
Yeah. Okay, I need to splash.
Yeah, you're good.
Splashing twice.
I'm holding your wall.
They're free. Yeah, come. Watch your roof. Run through, run through. Yeah, just stay here for a second. We can pre this team on my layer. We can pre-layer. Look.
Yeah.
Build walls. Break. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, we just chill. Looking down, so we could run. No, okay. We're gonna shock together here, okay?
Yep.
Yeah, just here. I'm gonna shock us. Ready? Yeah. We're good. Go front side low, like one above low. You can find me. And then I'm gonna need you to split me mats once you get to me. Split me hard. Holding forward, holding. You're good.
Split hearts.
Split hearts.
Half hearts.
Okay, we're good.
So good right now, bro. We're in power.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get a kill.
Yep.
I'm waiting. We can triple spray this kid. Make sure. It's fine. You have your own shock still?
Yeah, 4 shots.
Okay. We're gonna shock. We're gonna go like left side, like deep left, okay? I'm gonna go first. I'm shocking now. We're gonna need to just shock around the hill. I'm gonna get to you, okay? You get to a spot. I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm stabbing it. I'm good. I'm in metal.
Give me time. I'm a little like, I'm like up left. Can you find me? I'm on a better layer.
Yeah,
I can't really get to you.
Yeah.
Hey, we could, yeah, because I don't have shots.
Yeah, okay. Good.
I'm gonna spray that team above you.
Shock forward, okay?
Yeah, okay. I can try to get to you. I'm gonna run to you, okay?
Above you. Go
Yeah.
front side. Oh, you getting heal? I need heal.
Yeah, I'm gonna come down. I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm good here. I can splash.
Yeah, I'm coming. We're gonna full splash. I only have like 15 builds, by the way.
Here. Yeah, I don't have much here.
Okay, we need to get in. Come back. Oh, I'm going up. Let's get pumped for everything. I'm here. I'm using my last 2 splashes. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm holding.
Oh, mine is fine. I have shocks on my body. Shocks and 4 pads.
Dead. Wow, bro.
Zone, that's Faxity that's feeling a little bit of pressure as they get Shockwave up and off. Clix, Lacy do not have high ground anymore. In fact, they're going to get sneak off for it. First down going to be cleaned up. Clix is firing on all cylinders.
And Clix better because that Shockwave sent Lacy the wrong direction, but it doesn't matter. Clix, he finds Alex. That's a huge shutdown to Loser Fruit's team. And even with Clix losing Lacy, he looks like he's got things fully under control in the high ground.
He has to be careful though. He has no real way down in terms of safety. No shockwaves, no crash pads, but he's making sure nobody can look up, so it will not be a worry, especially with the zone floating on over to the side of that mountain. Another solo is going to be Peterbot, and he's running out of his chug jug, and he's running out fast.
That zone was looking awfully devious, but the way that it's pulling back over this elevation is actually going to be a huge benefit to Clix. He's got these pre-existing builds. All he has to do is keep the pressure at an all-time high. Peterbot might be forced to drop here in a moment, though, but who's he going to drop into? Could it be Cooper? Could it be Kanata? No, instead, layer transition back towards that secondary height. Venom sent to the abyss off that shockwave, and Daya, she'll meet her end, though.
Now, every single person left alive in this game is a solo in this competition, and Seti's just trying to work his way through. All he has is the bare minimum, the siphon match, but if you look up, no, that's not an angel, that's Clix, and he has more legendary slurp juices that he knows what to do with. This is a Clix game.
Kanata, he's reliving the practice moments currently. He doesn't have any heals this time, though, and Seti, don't know if he's in the same kind of position, but look at Clix, an absolute menace in the high ground, just causing so much mayhem for the 2 down below. Seti finds Kanata. Now it's all up to Clix. Clix trying to make sure he just doesn't get chopped out. Seti, he's got a way to make his way towards the high ground. Clix can't afford a drop. He has to use all of his builds. He still has a couple of slurp juices remaining. He's gonna look for Seti. He wants the finishing shot. He doesn't need the heal up, but he might just look to play it safe anyway.
Siphon mats are so important. That changes the game completely from the situation we're in. Double slurp juice pop. He sends Seti flying outside of the zone, but back he goes, and back he does it. Clix and Lacy win game number 2.
They said they were all night, and it doesn't matter what anybody else might make of it because they came prepared here today. The performance is peaking, Jacob. A victory royale in game 2, and Frankie, even more to say.
If there's anything we learned from that last game, it's that America's sweetheart never plays it safe. Clix, the 2 of you take the high ground. Lacy goes down. What's your reaction?
I might have shockwave Lacy into zone, and I knew that would have been a big sell, but it doesn't matter because I won it, so it's all good.
Is that why he sent you into the zone? Because he wanted to do it as a solo, Lacy?
He sent me into the zone, but I trusted him the whole way. I never had a doubt he was winning that.
And while he is winning it, are you talking to him, or are you like, I've got to stay silent, let him do his thing?
I was just giving him simple comms, mats, refreshes, pop his slurp before he goes down to fights, and letting him play.
And you are loving those shockwaves because we saw that Seti got shockwaved into the zone in those final moments. In a way, it kind of won you the game. Is this your favorite item right now in Reload?
Honestly, my favorite item is the spaz. They need to bring the spaz back.
Well, I know that a lot of people from Epic Games are watching, so they might take on your suggestion. But how satisfying was that solo moment? How did you keep track of everything from the high ground?
Honestly, I just kept on building up and up where shockwaves can't get to that height limit, so you basically have no threat. You just keep on playing your game and spraying.
Now, there's an interesting situation that happened at the start of that game, which was that Peterbot and Aussie Antics, they dropped on our leaders from the first game, Cooper and Zemie. Are you worried they're going to be coming your way?
The thing is, me and Peter got a good alliance going on, so honestly, keep on dropping on Cooper and Zemie.
Excuse me, we want a fair fight. Hopefully we're going to have one. Before we head to the break though, please, Galen Center, show your appreciation for Clix and Lacy. We'll be right back.
Fortnite fam, I must be dreaming. Clix, Lacy, Victory Royale, game number 2 in the craziest 1v1 I feel like I've seen in so long. Clix holding height for so much of that end game, and then utilizing those shockwaves to just disrupt SETI, just saying, hey, I know you think you know what up, down, left, right is. Well, this shockwave is about to send shockwaves through your mind.
How did he have so many, right? Throwback to when Frankie was talking to them, he's like, yeah, Clix might have shockwaved me into Storm, right? How do you have enough to go ahead and do that to your teammate, launch yourself up like 7 times? As you can see, Clix is very, very comfortable in this meta. This is why I was talking about the fact that a lot of the reload items They're callbacks to previous competitions way back years ago. Clix has been a player that's been playing for a very long time, instantly comfortable with all of the items that are going to be in this competition, which is why, of course, he was like, listen, those purple pumps, please bring them back.
Yeah, Clix really set our expectations quite high for the rest of the competition. And, you know, like you were saying, he was doing such a good job on the solo high ground and getting an elimination onto Podesai and then getting an elimination onto Alex. By being a solo player, that's when we typically see these pros kind of tend to take a step back, slow down a little bit. But Clix was the exact opposite. He just kind of put his foot on the gas pedal there and just kept going. And obviously, it came down to him and Seti in the final 1v1 Vivid. And it got kind of close.
Yeah, it did get kind of close. Seti is like, please stop throwing shockwaves at me. He's like, how do you have so many, right? Like I was mentioning, Clix just kept going up and up and up. Not to mention, Clix, when he dropped all the way down to the low ground and initially lost the high ground, he had no mats. He had nothing to work with. For some reason, there's like a pool of loot down there, a little llama for him to go ahead and help him clutch that game up.
I love to see it. I also love to see Lacy running around the arena right now, getting everyone really hyped up. That's what you want to see. If you do go down, and if even your own teammate goes down, you got to keep your mental straight.
I mean, when we saw that moment, we saw Clix get up, get excited. Yeah. We have that listen in. Let's hear from what this game happened and how it all went down.
Come on, looking, come on, looking, come on, looking. I'm spinning you mats, and I'm gonna go down on walls, okay? I'm connecting. Wait, I'm shockwaving, sorry. Don't no, shock me, bro. I know, I said I'm shockwaving. You're good. 100. Dead. I'm going on height again, I'm going on height. 200. Kill 3 on height.
I don't make it, 4 shocks. 5 shocks. I have 3 nuts.
Let's go! Let's go!
To be fair, Zeke, Clix did come that he was shockwaving.
You know, we all know how chaotic Fortnite games can get. Technically, he did comment. We'll just let it slide, because you know what, he got a victory royale. So at the end of the day, it's all good. And now they're currently holding that #1 spot, 27 points. It is looking so good, but look right behind them, right? Cooper and Zemie, they're still holding strong as well.
Whoa, 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 but right behind them, tied up 24 points there. I see Seti and Daya sneaking into 3rd place right there. You know, I was swore that team was going to be good on paper. But yeah, Cooper and Zemie, again, instantly getting contested towards the top of the leaderboard right there. That just shows how close these Fortnite competitions really are.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it after game #1, that once Peterbot gets eliminated by someone, once he gets down, he wants to go for that 1st place player. He wants to prove himself. And unfortunately, if you're going up against Cooper, it might be a little bit risky. And obviously, Aussie Antics being left alone there definitely spelled a little bit of a disaster. So I don't know if we're necessarily going to be seeing that strat again out of them. But Cooper, Zemie, 2 strong games in a row, Vivid.
Yeah, I mean, super, super strong with them. Like you were mentioning, Kelly, the early contestation over at the Dirty Docks, things already getting spicy over there. Peterbot and Aussie landing over that way. I was like, whoa, 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 what happened? How is BUGHA taking out Aussie and this and that happening? Everything's going crazy already.
Yeah, you know, and still game 2. Zeke, we have so much more. There might be a possibility that we see Peterbot pull out the teeny strat and just land in a new spot every single game.
I would love that. And the only other thing I want to see out of these games that I've seen too much of is my boy Ali A getting bullied, okay? Leave Ali A alone. Let him play his game for once. But man, Nika Podesai as well, going sicko mode in these games. Reload is just so much fun. I'm loving this like extra layer of just chaos, right? Again, you just never, like, as you're swapping perspectives, you never know what a player's gonna have. Sometimes it's a loadout where you're seeing, oh, shotgun, AR. Sometimes you've got shocks. Sometimes you've got some crazy mythic or exotic.
You know, you mentioned layer, and I really like the layer that they're playing here. They're kind of going for the 2nd high ground, and you can see even in those clips right there that they're paying attention to high ground. They're peeking behind. They're going for those chops because they understand that although eliminations are great on low ground, there's just so many question marks on if a player just pops in behind you and gets an elim, but high ground is a little less contested.
Guys, I want more action. Let's get back up on that battle bus. Taco, Jacob PR, over to you.
Games. We want more games. And I'm honestly keeping my ear to the street. The whole Fortnite community is saying this is fun. This is what it's all about, and I can agree.
That leaderboard was looking crazy, though. Seti and Daya, you cannot sleep on their performance so far today. And Jacob, we're about to hit the halfway point. Because game 3 is ready to ride.
this is it, like you're saying, the halfway point, and you saw that leaderboard. And it's not necessarily going the way that I thought. It's not elimination heavy. It's been consistency in the placements and making these top 5s, making these top...
He was already shooting up there.
Get in this chest real quick and then drop down.
Yeah.
Got it. Come down.
They have like a rifle up there, so be there.
Yeah, coming in. Got an infant.
He's already crashing. Peter's gone already in Slurpee. I just don't have a gun yet. I might try to go kill like wherever Courage is or something. Since Peter's not around, we should try to like...
Oh, I found a slurp.
Wait a sec.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, I'm down, bro.
Yeah, no.
Are you looking around?
Yeah. 60 on this good. I'm getting crashed on him. I'm fine. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, what? No, I'm good. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm good.
75 on both. Oh, somebody's pushing. Okay. I got a mammoth. I got a purple mammoth.
Yeah. We need to get barrels real quick.
Here come.
You said someone's pushing?
Somebody shot me in the back. I thought that.
Oh, okay.
We have more shocks here. Barrels here. Oh,
yeah. Like this.
I mammoth both those kids, by the way.
We should go take the backside of Slurpee.
Let's get it.
How they know I was there, bro?
Splashes in front of us, yeah. Do you want the mammoth or what?
I could run it, yeah.
Okay, here, take it. All the ammo too. 4.
Thanks, sure.
I got an AR, bro. Crazy trade. I'm just kidding. Come on. I got crashies.
Let me make sure I loot everything.
I'm gonna take a sniper.
Okay.
There's 3 crash pads.
Okay, I'm only 2 shocks right now.
Yeah, I got 4. I can give you. Here, take this.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll come over.
Alright. Carrying crashies then.
We could also just like, if we get good enough loot right here, we could play our loot out, but like, I don't know.
It's up to you. I got a sniper, I got a slurp, I got 6 crashies.
Yeah, we don't have enough heals though. That's our issue every time.
Yeah.
We don't have heals where we can make stupid plays, but I want to go make dumb plays. Gotta go look. Like, what's the... Where's the drop? Like yeah, we can get this. We can get... Wait, what? Why does it show like on us?
Doesn't show that for me.
Yeah, they got it. So. I want to go backside Slurpee, like this building.
Let's get it.
It's a weird building. Cool. I don't know. Pete's not fighting though, so he might be looting.
In this chest.
Yeah.
Big pot here. Can't care.
Okay, you should drop maybe crash pads for something, I think. More shocks here.
Okay, I could drop a sniper.
Yeah, drop sniper. Yeah, give me ammo. Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, somebody's crashing us?
Good, brother. Oh, was that on us?
Maybe away. Maybe it was going away from us.
Yeah, I think. Okay. I mean, my loot's not bad from this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I just don't have a shotgun, bro. If we can get a shotgun for this.
No, I dropped the shotgun in that room right on you.
Oh.
Here, right here. Yeah, Pete's screen over there. Right here. Green pump.
I'll take that.
Yeah, we should go up zone. We have good enough loot, I think.
Yeah, let's get it. Got it.
Big pie here.
I can't carry. I have 1 slurp. 4 shots.
You can drop your crash pads. I don't think we're gonna use them. The big pot's in the pink hut. You could throw one too. Yeah.
That's not gonna work, that one.
Yeah. Shot, supply drop. You can maybe try to get that.
We up right, yeah?
Yeah, they're already on it.
Are they? I don't. Oh, there's one on it. You want to spray him down?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Could be somebody
just sit on our building, bro. Just trying not to take damage and just sit on our little hut.
Yeah. 1 big or 3 minis?
What is it?
1 big or 3 minis?
Oh, I can hold the minis. Here, drop minis.
There.
There you go. Yeah, I think we just farm out this building. We just fragged out end game.
This is our game, brother.
Yeah, because we have loot this time. I mean, like, we have loot.
I'll take a green pump. Yeah, I'll take a green pump.
Better than the last game, bro.
Somebody's
Climb
walking
up
your
the
back.
walls.
Somebody's walking your back.
Yeah, just the walls.
Oh, he's on me.
It's okay, you're okay. I'm getting you out.
That's shock out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I just got sniped midair, bro.
Oh wait, I'm dead, bro.
2 other teams landing in that POI, and it just happens to be the Brazilians every time.
Yeah, and it's just now turning unfortunate for both of them instead of just Faxi and Reason. The zone is pulling further and further to the east, so there's so many more teams that they're going to have to find a way to make their way through, including Peterbot and Ozzy, who just got their first elimination.
And onto BUGHA nonetheless. Peterbot just so dastardly. The moment that he sees anybody, he's so down to just key them immediately. That's brimming with confidence.
I think first place was about 27 points. That was Clix and Lacy. Second place, only 3 points away. 3 eliminations separating as of now. But you can see that 2 teams still over here. 1 damage per tick in the zone. There's a lot of chug barrels, a lot that you can go ahead and recuperate the HP, the bandages as well. So it's not too much of a worry that they're staying here, but look at all the resources that they're using. Reason is almost out of those small bullets. You see him just 5 shots left in the shotgun. Luckily, Faxity is there to finish off that elimination and give him the loot he so desperately needs.
That was a great snipe by Faxity, making sure to cut off that escape angle. But at the same time, Jacob, they spent so much time. This was such a steep investment, fighting for so long at Dirty Docks. And they're not exactly better off for it. Loser Fruit gonna add to the count, though. 1 more elimination for Faxity and Reason to take advantage of. But they are still out in no man's land compared to where other teams are already positioning inside of the zone. And with the amount of time spent, they might as well just continue to play exclusively for eliminations.
Yeah, especially since, you know, if you're in full control, you have all the loot, and you hear those players just getting rebooted over and over and over. You know that solo player is staying by, and you can just continue to farm just like they're doing so far. Cold and Courage rotating through Slurpy Swamp. They have to be careful. Seti and Daya right above them. Mongrel and Ollie A just close to the zone, and there's still 1 more team as well. All of them have a little bit of priority over them on this rotation for now.
A lot of bodies, though, at Slurpy Swamp, and we all know Peterbot does not like anybody in his territory. Might only be a matter of time before he looks to start clearing out some of those teams and playing a little bit more aggressive, but peeking back in with our Game 2 winners, Lacy and Clix. If they can continue to replicate the level of success they found in the last lobby, Jacob, they might start to run away with this one.
They have that calm, cool, collected demeanor. They have the chemistry, best friends, some would say, as Ozzy's on the other side, putting pressure down from above. Peterbot's to have a crash landing, trying to make his way up with that shockwave. Meanwhile, that full duo that they were going up against quickly made their way on out. You said it yourself, Taco. Slurpy Swamp, that belongs to 1 man and 1 man only, or boy. That would be Peterbot. And he's just really wreaking havoc all around the lobby. And you see, and he's going to pack a punch in his loadout. It's not just the Thunder Shotgun and the Mammoth. He's making sure that he has the SMG as well. That way he can just end a fight in the blink of an eye.
But with the way that Peterbot and Aussie essentially just reclaimed Slurpy Swamp, they forced every single one of those other teams that were trying to take advantage of some of the heals surrounding Slurpy completely away. He's not allowing anybody else to utilize those resources. It's only Peterbot and Aussies to take advantage of. Ronaldo, Kanata, they're one of those teams a little bit stuck on the outskirts of Slurpy, but they got a decent little loot pile next to them.
See, I knew this was the only team with 2 FNCS championships, but with a Chapter 2 Season 1 win, Ronaldo is the only creator with an FNCS champion. Hey, that's got to give a little bit of confidence for someone like Ronaldo. I know we were kind of watching him practice in the rooms. His mechanics are there. It's just kind of like the outside factors that change when Fortnite and the meta changes.
But Ron doesn't even need the championship title. Ron would have that confidence regardless of the circumstances surrounding his competitive history. Ali A, though, Zeke was asking for it. Guys, please stop bullying him. And it seems like it's worked out so far, but Mongrel, Ali A, they might be running smack dab into Cammy soon. Gotta keep an open eye out. Clix has lost Lacy, though, and we are rapidly approaching that no more reboots territory.
This is best case scenario, though, with Lacy going down, because you got a max pull to the south, which means a lot of those teams are already going to start their rotations on over. Just need to figure out how you're going to get the loot. And if Clix and Gone are going to push up on you, but no, it's actually Clix the one looking to get aggressive. If he can win this 2v1 fight, that's the loot that they need. And there's a big shot on the Gone. He goes back to back. Clix is feeling the pain as well. Clix is not slowing down as he does get the knock. Gone is gone. He is out of here, and now that is Lacy's loot.
And Clix, he's still looking to chase him out. He wants to get this duo fully eliminated. Flakes barely managing to survive. He's trying to run every which direction. One more shockwave to create some space. Lacy with attack from overhead. They're crash padding in. They've got Flakes on the run, but he's gonna sit and hide inside of the bush. They don't have any idea where he's actually scurried off to, and they'll be forced to just head right back to the zone.
Flakes did his job. He gave Gone a chance to get rebooted back up, and with him staying alive, there's going to be a second chance as well. But I wish them all the luck in the world, because look how stacked that side of the zone is when the reboots finally turn on. Luckily, there's barrels. There is Slurpy Swamp, so there is going to be some chances. But you got to give credit, all the credit in the world to Clix, not only making that opportunity possible, getting Lacy back in the game, but getting him loot. Isn't that the creator's job?
But it's just not enough loot, and Clix, he's gonna pay the ultimate price. They're victims now to the rest of the lobby. Everybody holding into their position, and they're down and out for the count, Jacob. They'll go back to the battle bus for game 4.
That is just 8 placements too short to get any placement points. At least he was able to get some eliminations to keep the points flowing. As Faxi and Reason just getting targeted. Luckily for them, as of now, they're on the front side of the zone, so eventually teams will have to start to rotate their way in. Just how long can they keep a hold of this pressure? And it seems like things have settled for them, so it's about assessing the situation. And you can see they're using everything that they have, every resource. Bandages first, then the Chug Jug if needed. And this is how Gone is just getting put in the ringer right now. Another elimination, and it's after 7th zone. He's not coming back this time.
And Gone and Flakes just caught in the crossfire for way too long. First it was Faxity and Reason, but Venno, Reddish, they're looking to keep the ball rolling here. Reddish is gonna have to take a moment, replenish some of those shields that she lost. But with 6 splashes, a couple of big pots, it's gonna be no issue whatsoever. They're definitely looking nice and healthy, but the high ground is what might be up for grabs soon.
Yeah, right now we see Queasy and Nick at 30 on one side, but on the other, Ali A and Mongrel are actually making an attempt for it. Might be a little bit too soon though. 7th zone may wait just a little bit longer, especially with one team getting focused, but they do have it, and they have it secured for now. You see them firing off into the distance. That's Queasy and Nick. They're seeing where the zone pulls, and Mongrel and Ollie A, they get the zone pull. They get high ground priority.
But the for now is the key word here, because the moment that Allier tries to get a peek overhead, Queasy just immediately pushing him back. They're still looking to play for that height takeover. And Queasy's intentions, this could be an all-out brawl for the high ground in a matter of seconds here. But the whole lobby is on the move, Jacob. They're all trying to control that front side.
Even Alex using the crash pad that wasn't even his. Mongrel, he's been in this situation before, being able to hold on to that high ground. Ali A is doing his job right. Anybody that flies past, he's trying to put down pressure, trying to land some damage, make it easier and easier for the lobby to thin out. But Reddish has just got taken down, leaving Venno by himself. And you can see he only has 3 minis, so he's going to need an elimination if this goes to a heal off.
He does have a lot of builds to work with, though, for the time being, but he's got Kanata and Stable Ronaldo directly underneath where he's boxed up. Mongrel still trying to control height, but Queasy, Nick A30, they're overtaken. Mongrel by his own, he can't keep tabs of everyone around him, so Queasy gonna force him to drop.
That was a 200 IQ play. You had Nick at 30 pushing up, being the actual aggressor. Queasy in the distance landing the damage. Ollie A is now down. Mongrel by himself. 90 on the Chug Jug, only 25 builds left. He's trying to keep his position in the front side of the zone and attack. But for how long, with more and more players starting to put pressure, you feel and hear the shots firing onto his builds.
Oh, but Cammy just got shockwave deep into the heart of the storm. Peterbot, one more time, as a solo. He's gonna have to use the slurp juice. He's gonna have to find some more eliminations if they want to make up for the placement points with those individual elims. And Mongrel might just be the target in his sights. Mongrel doing everything he can, working his way through the low ground, but he doesn't have enough. Peterbot, though, getting caught up and more action than what he bargained for, trying to get the layer switch over, and he's going straight for the high ground tackle.
Might not take it all. He missed that opportunity. Goes straight down to the low ground. Thanks to that elimination on Imango, he does have some chug jug left. Veno's doing the same thing, getting aggressive, forcing players lower and lower on his current position. Queasy and Nick, third time could be the charm. We've seen him on high ground. Let's see him close it out.
But Kanata, Ronaldo, they just been skirting by. Peterbot with a fourth elimination now onto Nate Hill. And it could be disastrous for Savage. He's trying to see if he can make his way forward, but Peterbot actually gonna be the one caught off guard. Rex from behind, just taking him out. A menace to the lobby, no lore, but Rex paying the ultimate price. She's also been eliminated. Thomas bringing down Mr. Savage, and it's all by himself that he's got to keep this one alive.
Oh no, Shockwave just a little bit too far into zone. Only 10 on the chug jug, so that's essentially going to be a non-factor. Down below, one of the few duos left in this game, Ronaldo and Kanata. They are the ones on the hunt. They are the ones causing complete chaos down below, especially for any team that crosses path, and the Gentle Mates have just been separated. Nikoff is down as Ronaldo picks up his third elimination.
But Ronaldo, he's running slim as far as the builds are going, and Seti, he might have to drop. Seti might have to get involved, getting a couple of tags. Kanata's shield's so incredibly low, but Seti, he's all by himself. He's just trying to stay out of the line of sight, and he can't go much further. He's gonna have to block his view.
From a top 2 to a top 3, at least he's staying consistent. As Nick dropping down from above, no builds. Queasy taking a huge amount of damage, 10 HP each. They're scrambling to try to make a play, and Nick and Bernie is amazing with that elimination, but it's Ronaldo, it's Kanata, the thieves of the night, they steal away the game!
Ronaldo and Kanata from out of nowhere. They were always a part of the conversation, but everybody just took their eyes off for long enough that Ron could close this one out. That is what we expect of a former FNCS champion.
Hi boys, don't lose your voices before you've had a chance to talk to me. Pretty excited about that one. Everyone had their eyes on you going into this competition. Game number 3, you finally show up. How does it feel?
I mean, this guy right here is the GOAT, man. This guy's the GOAT. This guy's solo clutch, and you know me, I'm a FNCS champion. I carried my squad back in 2019. You know, the genetics and everything. We just a goated duo. We waiting. When's next game?
I
mean, to be honest, that was probably the easiest game of Fortnite I've ever played in my entire life. All right, I'm not gonna even lie. We finally got a South Zone. Finally. If those who know, you know what I'm saying? We finally got a South Zone. The first 2 games, we're top left. We're running the whole map, landing bottom right. We finally get a zone, and I said we're gonna win it. And what happened? We won that game.
I feel like I'm hearing some excuses though. Are you saying you're only gonna win this if you get Southside zones?
He said, watch, if we get a zone, we're gonna win. What happened?
I mean, look at it. The first 2 games, 2 pulled max. Yo, we did top 5, top 3, and now we won. Easy.
All right, well, let's see if you can make it easy. As you were saying, Ron?
It's not over yet, though. We still got 3 more, so, hey.
There you go. Let's not get ahead of yourselves. Galen Center, please show some appreciation. It's Ron and Kanata. Let's head back to Zeke.
No way the Pro-Am is delivering on the entertainment right now. Oh my gosh. I am just so in love with this format. I'm so in love with Reload, and I'm in love with everything we're seeing right now. I cannot believe we got a win from Kanata and Stable Ronaldo.
I mean, what a way to win that, right? The solo clutch, Kanata as well. Listen, I got you with the callback right there to Major 2. If you know, you know. South Zone pulls in their favor, though. They do win the game, gosh. Kanata's just so good. Honestly, I mean, you know, we make jokes all the time about when zones pull this way, that way. When Kanata pulls his zone, he usually does very, very well.
We like to talk about players that kind of fly under the radar, and for whatever reason, Kanata, we just keep forgetting that he is one of the best players in Fortnite. He is the only player in the world to make all 26 FNCS Grand Finals. And to see him be here on the FNCS Pro-Am to prove himself on the caliber that we expect him to, that's what I love to see. But honestly, Stable Ronaldo is really surprising me. We talked about a lot of these influencers being their loot llamas. I think Stable Ronaldo is pulling all the weight as well. Look at that, 3 eliminations each. It was Ronaldo to get the final shot as well.
It was equal right there at the end. I mean, 4 eliminations apiece. It'll be interesting to kind of see after the tournament ends how many times the quote-unquote content creator was able to match the eliminations of the professional player. But with game number 3 right there, Kanata and Stable Ronaldo, first place.
Oh, no.
Wow.
We are halfway through this competition, and once again, those standings get flipped on their head. Now, we are at the halfway point, which means we're going to give the players some time here. They're going to go ahead and head back with 3 more games to go. They got to start talking strategy, what they're going to do in that second half of the competition. I want to also highlight here, man, Queasy, Nick A30. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I don't know. Like, Queasy is a legend already. We all know that. But the fact that consistently we are getting these height endgame situations out of Queasy and Nick A30, by the way. Because sometimes, you know, just one of the duo, think about that last game, game 2, Clix left as a solo. Nick A30 is right there with Queasy.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing such a good job. I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit worried after games 1 and 2 because it looked like nobody was really going up for high ground. So I was like, well, if anybody starts to like shoot up, pressure them, tries to take it before them, like what's going to happen then? Game 3, Mongrel and Allier were actually up there on the high ground. And that lasted for about a minute because Queasy just knows how to take the high ground as well. Got to give a big shout out to Nick, though, because it's not easy to kind of follow up on those takes.
No, I love that you talk about Mongrel taking high ground, though, because if you looked on the other side of zone, around zone 8 there, that was when Nick A30 and Queasy were essentially egoing. Typically, when one player starts to establish high ground, they kind of hold it until someone either chops them or tries to steal it away from them. But to ego a player and to just build your own high ground on the other side is a different sense in itself. But Queasy, Nick A30 doing a great job. Nick A30 getting an elimination onto Seti. One of our invitational winners is definitely going to be in his highlight reel.
Beautiful shot right there from Nick.
Dude, and I love to you kind of bring up Seti. I love that we've also kind of been seeing Seti. He's kind of like lurking, right? He keeps making these end games. In game number 2, we saw him kind of paired up with Daya as well. They're on the low ground. I mean, Seti is like, he smells blood in the water, right? Like, he's that shark lurking in the depths, waiting to strike. And the problem is, we kind of keep letting him make to end games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to pat myself on the back a little bit here, right? We were talking about the duos, having a little bit of a conversation. I was like, I swear, Seti and Daya, they're like good on paper. Everybody's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I swear they should be good. They're like, nah. Shout out to KXR, though, because I saw KXR put some respect on Seti and Daya's name as a duo in this competition. So far, though, I think they're proving everybody wrong.
I mean, you called it out, honestly, that we have a lot of FNCS competitors here, a lot of people that make it to the grand finals, but this is a team that has won multiple lands to both of their names, between the Milk Cup, between the Invitational. These aren't just land competitors, these are land winners right here, and that's why we are currently seeing them in their second place spot. But for me, I'm looking at eliminations, and I have to look to Ozzy and Peterbot. 16 eliminations, the most in the lobby, but of course, placement is where they're falling short.
Yeah, I was actually, looking towards that as well. No surprise that they do have the most. It's also kind of crazy looking at that leaderboard, how close, like top 7's very, very close. I think it was up to like 3rd place. There's only a 6-point difference right now, so it's still pretty much anybody's game.
Yeah, that's really scary. We kind of missed out there at second place, right? Cooper Zemie still also hanging on there, making sure that this first place spot doesn't get too far away, right? I mean, just to see like the I love that reaction. The variety of talent, really, from every single duo. It doesn't matter who we tune into. There's excitement. There's plays being made. Like, man, Reload is just so much fun.
Yeah, it really, really is. And shout out to Alex, right? Because Alex kind of putting on an early game clinic right now, definitely going for those aggressive pushes. That game, though, definitely got a little bit of a pushback. Nate Hill was moving a little bit, actually took out Alex on a push and was able to pick up a couple more eliminations kind of following up on that.
Yeah, we like to talk about kind of these micro adjustments that players make during the tournament, because although you can prepare for Reload, playing at home, playing ranked games, there's only so much that you can really prepare for a tournament. The meta kind of evolves as the tournament goes on. So to see Nate Hill kind of respond to how Alex is playing, because we saw Alex, like you said, going for those early aggressions and then just kind of punishing the players near him. Making those small adjustments like what we saw from Nate Hill is what allows you to stay at the top of the leaderboard.
I'm curious, right? Now that we have kind of this halftime, we're kind of going to give these players time to think and kind of take a step back and collect themselves. I'm wondering what they will bring for the second half of the competition. For now, though, we will go to a little break. When we return, more action here from the FNCS Pro-Am. What is going on, Fortnite fam? Welcome back to the FNCS Pro-Am. Again, we're here during the halftime, waiting for our players to kind of take a small break, and then we'll get back to the action. But first, we got to introduce you to David. Yeah, I know.
What's going on?
David is here.
Come on now.
We're standing next to David. The internet will never forget this happened. David, welcome. How are you feeling?
Bro, I feel ecstatic. It's Fortnite. It's Fortnite. Come on. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. So, David, you know, what brought you to Fortnite? Why Fortnite, of all games?
Listen, in 2017, I found the game on the PlayStation Store. I downloaded it, and I got into it super early, maybe like season 2. And ever since then, I've been addicted to it. I can't lie to you. Ever since then, I've been addicted to it. Crazy, bro.
Okay. So we was talking a little bit before we obviously hopped on here. Tell everybody what you told me. I was like, you know, have you been keeping up with Fortnite competitive in general?
Yes, I'm coming for that. I want to be a pro too.
Look at that.
My journey not done. I did the music. I got to get back into the Fortnite, bro. Come on now.
That's awesome.
You know?
So watching the competition today, then, who are you going to be rooting for?
I think Ronaldo, bro.
Okay.
He's going crazy. Peter Bot going crazy too. He's literally clip farming right now. He's literally clip farming. So, you know, yeah.
I mean, you brought up your music. You just released a new album.
I did.
Congratulations, first of all. But I got to ask, man, listening to your own music while playing Fortnite, is there a song in your new album that you're like, it's go time, WT, the end of the game?
I think Feel It.
Yeah, are you feeling it?
That gets me in the mode. That gets me in the mode. Yeah, Feel It. That's the one.
Dude, I love that. What inspires you, man? I mean, obviously, you're like kind of a prolific musician. You know, you're coming in. Obviously, Fortnite loves you a lot. So what inspires you?
Right now, it's a lot of movies, television, and just life experiences, bro. Especially the games. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
All right. Talk to me a little bit about the watch party you got going on then, because I just found out you're
up there. Bro, I've been getting my little commentator vibe. You know, I've been checking in on players, see if everybody's locked in, and you know, seeing how everybody's doing.
Are you going to start streaming some Fortnite, maybe getting into some cash cups?
I need to, yes. I'm going to.
So what you're saying is we should just go ahead and add you to the desk. You're a permanent fixture.
Yeah, you know what? Just keep me up here.
Okay, all right, yeah, let's just pretend, you know, end game, Ronaldo, it's a 1v1. He goes to win. What does that sound like? Go.
Oh my God, he's got it! He's got it!
I think he's hired.
He's hired. He's That's, look, this is how we know he's tapped in.
Come on, bro.
I cannot believe. So, like, how's the experience been for you, man?
Bro,
I mean, here it's just so different, right?
It's beautiful, man. I dreamed about being here since like 2018. I was like, yo, I gotta be in the stadium. I gotta be in this arena one day, and I'm here, bro.
So is this like the first time for you then? Like trying to like an event like this? Really?
It's blowing my mind right now, bro.
So that means as well you've never actually put on a stage.
Hey, next year, put me up there.
Oh, okay.
Get me out of the controller, bro. Get me out of the controller, bro, please.
Are you an LA local?
I am.
So what is it like having all of these people from all around the world being able to like compete in Fortnite, one of your favorite games right here in your hometown?
It's beautiful just to see everybody come together for this one game that kind of just brings us all together to kind of scream and cheer and champion our favorite creators, our favorite gamers. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
That's amazing. So, David, before we say goodbye, first off, please tell the people about not only where they can find you, but tell them about your album.
Thank you. All right, my name is David, aka D4VD. My new album, Wizard, is just out right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful album. Put my heart and soul into it. Listen to it while you're playing Fortnite and go crazy on the game. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go, David. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Such a big, honor. That's David. I'm standing next to David, dude. All right, for now, let's go hang out with Frankie and see what she's up to during the halftime.
Thank you very much. David, do you want to come and visit the player lounge? Because I've got a birthday boy here who would love to meet you. Cypher, PK, do you want a signed copy of David's new album?
David, I would love one. Absolutely.
There you go. Hopefully we can hook a guy up. Now, Cypher, tell me what's happening. You're currently at 20th in the leaderboard. We don't say last year. We say 20th yourself and Moxie. What's happening?
You know, it's very stacked right now. We managed to get a point last game. We shot someone out the sky. We're going to make some adjustments. I think what we're going to do for the second half is just play a lot more aggressive. You know, every kill is 1 point, every elimination is 1 point, and placements are a little bit hard to get because of everyone staying alive. So we're just gonna W key and be a little bit more aggressive and see if that works.
I like the sound of that. I mean, Peterbot is dropping near you with Aussie. I don't know if you want to maybe aggress that direction.
Definitely don't want to attack Peterbot, and fortunately so far he has not attacked us. He's busy eliminating Mongrel and BUGHA and Typical Gamer, so we're gonna keep it that way, hopefully, you know. My one birthday wish was to not be attacked by Peterbot.
Oh, that's slightly awkward because I thought your one birthday wish was to get a cake personally baked by Mr. Courage JD.
Everybody, today is Cypher PK
PK's birthday. Join me in singing Happy Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cypher. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, you gonna eat some of that?
I don't like the way he's looking at my cake.
I don't like the way he's looking at you. It's like he's going to eat you up in the lobby in just a moment. It's like that. Oh! Okay, so before we let you go, Cypher, the birthday wish. You got the cake, but now are you going to get the elims and head up that leaderboard?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's game time. You got to show them that Unk still got it.
Awesome. Well, we are going to head over to Takata right now while I celebrate with the birthday boy.
Thank you, Frankie. Look, you're talking about Unks, you're talking about icons. There is a lot of icons competing here today, and I've found myself an icon as well. You might have seen him in the past Pro-Ams, the 2018 Pro-Am, the 2019 World Cup, all of the skirmishes. I am talking of none other than Golden Boy. Golden Boy, how are you feeling?
It's a pleasure to be here. Massive shout out to USC. What an incredible event this is. And it's honestly just wild to see the Fortnite Pro-Am back. I remember commentating the very first Pro-Am way back in the day. And man, I can tell you, it has definitely come a long way. It's been incredible to see how far this game has come.
I love to hear it. I love the excitement. Now, you've watched the pre-show. You've watched all 3 matches so far. We've got creators. We've got pros. I want to know, is there a specific creator that maybe surprised you a little bit on how well they've been playing?
Well, I mean, obviously, I don't know. Can we call him a creator? Stable Ronaldo? You know, I mean, I think he definitely has a little bit of that juice. But no, honestly, it's been great to see all the competitors like really giving it their all. And massive shout out to my boy Cypher PK, because it's his birthday. I've casted many of his events, so huge birthday wishes to him. And also to my boy Courage JD, because that dude has been a thorn in my side for years. So massive shout out to you, Courage. I love you, buddy. But seriously, it's really cool to see all these creators come out for this.
I love it. Look, you're shouting out a lot of the OGs. You're familiar with the OGs. Now, are you going to put Cypher PK as your prediction? If you have to predict who is going to stay up on top in these next 3 matches, give me a duo.
Oh, man, look. I got to go with Clix after what we just saw earlier. Absolute God-tier performance out of him. But you know what, man? I really want to see a little bit more out of Nick A30 and what was the new guy? Was it his name?
Queasy, Nick A30?
There it is. That's the duo I'm looking out for as well. I'm trying to see them get that victory royale, and I think they're going to do it after this next game.
I love it. You got to put some respect on Queasy's name, the GOAT IGL of Fortnite competitive. I am loving the action so far. You're loving the action. That is a solid prediction. Any last words before we go back to the desk?
Oh, man, you know, I was there for one of the first Fortnite events ever done right here in LA. It's incredible to have seen how far this game has come. Look, I think that goes without saying, the community that's come out for this, and it's really shown the passion and the love. Like, keep doing that. Keep enjoying stuff. It's important to enjoy things, cheer for the things you love, and have a good time out there. This is really, really a fun time, and shout out to Epic for putting this on.
I love it. I wouldn't expect anything less from the icon himself, Golden Boy. Thank you so much, Zeke. You know what to do.
Shout out the OG Golden Boy. That's where BUGHA came from, in case you didn't know. I mean, Golden Boy was just an absolute legend. Thanks for doing that for us, buddy. We appreciate that. And of course, shout out to Cypher PK. Happy birthday. If you haven't already, go wish him a happy birthday. Tweet at him, however you want to do it. Just make sure you say happy birthday. All right. We're kind of getting closer, okay? Closer and closer to kicking back up the competition. The players are having some time to kind of take a step back and collect themselves for the last 3 games. Why don't we take a look at kind of our standings and remind ourselves kind of what's transpiring. Because, man, these games have provided so much chaos. And, you know, if you told me, hey, after game number 3, Kanata and Stable Ronaldo would be in first place, I'd be like, bro, what are you talking about? There's so many different names. Why them? And my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a little bit of a slow start, maybe a little bit of a sleeper start out of the duo, right? I was kind of watching them in some of the games. Stable Ronaldo getting, like, knocked. 6 zone that one game, and then all of a sudden, game number 3, that's where they kind of found their stride, the low ground. They found their zone. Shout out to Kanata for that one. But yeah, I mean, it's no surprise here, honestly. Like, I think everybody kind of coming into the competition, you've got an FNCS winner paired up with an FNCS winner. I mean, come on, what's going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people say that if you look at Fortnite from 5-6 years ago, it is a vastly different game, especially the competitive side of things. But still, being able to have that competitive mindset, understand what your priorities need to be, and also be able to synergize and communicate with your IGL is very important. I think that's what Stable Ronaldo brings, where maybe a few other content creators fall a little short, is that he understands what it means to be a duo, what it means to be in a team and work together.
I love it. We've done something special. We've got some stats from the first 3 games. Let's take a look and kind of see, are there any front runners leading any of these stats? There's a name. You know, it's crazy, Viv. Why don't you just call out that name that seems to be eating up quite a bit of these stats?
So I read the first one, right, and I was like, ooh, Alex and Peterbot kind of tied up, and then my eyes went further down the list, and I was like, oh, Peterbot. Most damage done, best damage ratio, most builds, most eliminations. Peterbot, yeah, this is why he was finding himself toward the top of predictions.
He's also going down around 8th, 7th place, and a lot of those eliminations are kind of earned towards the end game. So for the fact that he has the most damage, the most builds, and the most eliminations, while still not placing that very high, just shows how much of a powerhouse he is.
As somebody who pretty much gets to watch Peterbot on a daily, and I love doing so, I'm kind of afraid to say we still haven't seen that Peterbot-esque performance, right? I'm talking about one of those end games where 7 eliminations, you blink, and all of a sudden he gets them.
Well, I mean, Peterbot, you know, a completely incredible player in the standard Battle Royale mode that we're used to, and he has just perfected that. He's played everything with it, and I'm wondering, actually, if with it being reload mode, that it's not necessarily facilitating the kind of end game that Peterbot is used to.
I feel like he should be pretty comfortable. I mean, we're kind of getting to the end game pretty consistently, right? Every single time we kind of tune into him, he's picking up those refreshes. He's got a grapple gun to work with. It looks like he should be comfortable.
Something that we always say though about Peterbot is how he conditions the rest of the lobby.
Yeah.
And I think that this lobby is unconditionable because they are just so chaotic and they kind of just don't care. To quote David, I don't care is what they're saying to Peterbot.
I like that, but I think there's a point to that, right? Because obviously the fact we have all of these different things, there's so much chaos, shocks, and people kind of landing back down. You're like, I just eliminated you. Wait, stop, don't come back, don't come back. Like, there's so many different things, and I think there is, because I agree. Normally with Peterbot, we're used to seeing like, oh no, there's 20 duos left alive, it's Peterbot, and then suddenly like, wait, Peterbot won and picked up like 11 eliminations? What just happened? Now, what about creators, right? Who has shown up as the best creator on the day? Well, it's actually Zemie who is looking the strongest right now, and I don't think any of us are really surprised to hear and or say that. I mean, just look at some of these stats. Zemie, he's got ice in the veins.
Yeah, I mean, no surprise right there. We were kind of talking Zemie. For anybody who doesn't know anything about Zemie, pretty much taking over the zero build scene. He's considered one of the best players in that game mode. Coming over to the Pro-Am, obviously, yeah, you got to build a little bit, but the aim should be there. He knows how to kind of use all of these weapons. And I was actually talking to Zemie, right? Cooper was kind of gassing him up. He was like, dude, his aim is just like so good. And I was like, well, yeah, because in zero build, you're used to people kind of like shock waving around, all of the movement that kind of gets added to zero build. Sometimes you just got to hit those shots of players flying through the sky. He's used to that. Reload, a lot of people flying through the sky.
And he's literally doing those aim trainer maps that we see, but it's just in zero build. But again, you know, he understands competition. He's entered competitions himself and then joined by Cooper, who's an incredible IGL. But looking at the numbers, Nate Hill, if we're going to talk about a dark horse, Nate Hill is definitely one of them with 1,500 damage.
Well, yeah, a lot of that's actually got to be from last game, right? We saw him, I kind of talked about it a little bit, gave him a little bit of a shout out for pushing back Alex. And I mean, if we're just looking at it on paper, it's like, whoa, like Nate Hill should not be able to push back Alex. I mean, Alex has been playing the game. He's an FNCS champion. Nate Hill, yeah, he's still kind of playing Fortnite, but he hasn't really considered himself or, you know, jumped into the competitions in a very long time. But to kind of see him do something like that and the show on the damage zone leaderboard, really, really cool to see.
I even saw Somerset up there, right? Like, whoa, what's going on, man? We're putting up some damage numbers here. It is so absolutely amazing. Now, we actually have an interview lined up. Let's check in with Clix and Lacy.
We have to check in with Clix and Lacy because they're 4th place on the leaderboard at the moment, but there's only 11 points separating them from Ron and Canada at the top. Clix, what happened in that last game?
You know, there's a bush in front of us, and unfortunately they had a mammoth pistol and hit a headshot on Lacy, so he got hit 170. Not a good look. It was hard, but really can't come back when zone's that far, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, Thomas and Somerset, they're going to do that to you once they get the mammoth in their hands. Lacy, what's the strategy going forward?
I'm landing on Somerset. She ruined my game, I'm landing on her, and I'm killing her every game. I'm a farmer out the air the entire game.
Well, maybe Somerset's listening to this and she's going to be ready for you. It's a W key situation, though, isn't it, Clix? It's anyone's game. All you need is one good game and you can dominate the top again.
Yeah, I mean, these next 3 games are going to be really aggressive, so it's about just staying on par with the aggressiveness and trying to get many kills as possible.
And what's it like knowing that the crowd is on your side?
They're always on our side. You just gotta love the crowd. You love the Clixers, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you got used to them being on your side, but you never take it for granted, right?
Never take it for granted. Super grateful for them.
And what's it like for you, Lacy? Obviously, the former pro player, now in front of the crowd again. Are you loving what you're hearing?
Yeah, you know, as a former professional player.
He's got like $5,000 to his name. That's a former professional player.
Current professional player. You know, it's fun. It's my first LAN. The adrenaline up there on the stage, it's a lot of fun hearing the crowd and seeing everybody cheering us on.
So maybe Major 3, Clix might make some changes to his very successful trio and bring you in?
I don't know. I might have to drop Yamzo. Need a new fragger?
He would literally physically weigh down our team. Like, it's not worth it.
That's such a shame, but you know what?
Yeah, we got a game, we gotta go out.
Let's call this the last dance and head back to the desk. I need to sort this situation out.
Oh, God.
Wow. That is crazy.
There's the engagement form we were looking for.
There it is. There it is. Obviously, you know that they're excited. Obviously, that's a character. That's them being characters. That's them being characters. What did you say? Oh, it has to do with the VOD review. Okay.
Well,
okay.
I'm gonna be honest. You know, you're talking about excitement, and we just saw Clix and Lacy backstage. A lot of people are coming to the stage right now. I'm guessing that they might get a little bit more excited in the audience when we do see Clix and Lacy come out. But I just love to hear from Golden Boy that Clix really surprised him, and I think you know, a lot of people kind of just, for whatever reason, see Clix as a content creator first and then a pro player second, but he has just brought so much to the table in Fortnite competitive over these last years.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at some of the stats. I mean, you know me, I love stats. It makes things very, very simple. Peterbot leading the charge right now. 2.8 damage ratio, almost 5K damage done. Look at the eliminations and, of course, the current place. But again, Kelly, you kind of called out. Yeah, they're kind of hitting these good stats, but that placement isn't there.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that, again, goes down to their game style is going for these like early game aggressions and then translating that into this end game. And I just think that typically we kind of can see them go for low ground aggression and then go for the high ground right when the moment's right, but they haven't been able to find that right moment. Peterbot, obviously with Aussie Antics, just seems to be struggling a little bit in that end game there, Vivid, but I think that there is definitely a possibility in these last 3 games for them to recover.
Yeah, I mean, no surprise that we see Peterbot kind of at the top of, you know, being that quote-unquote best player right there. He just always is so good. It's pretty much like that sole reason why he was, you know, finding himself sort of top of some of these prediction leaderboards.
Yeah. Hey, Lucifer, what are you doing? Did you want to come over? Did you want to come over and say something? Did you want to?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you want to hear? Why don't you throw this headset on?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Alex. I'm now casting even.
Okay.
We welcome you. Thank you, Lucifer, for joining us.
We're doing good. He's doing so well.
Yeah, he's doing good, right?
Popping off with I think he has the most elims alongside Peterbot.
Yeah, he does.
Right?
Yeah, tie.
Hey,
Yeah.
all right, let's go.
So what did you guys talk about during the little bit of a break there?
About, you know, continuing to get the most elims. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like placement's cool, winning is cool, but like elims are fun though.
Is there a player that you're looking to eliminate in particular, though?
Me personally?
Yes.
Somerset. She's wearing my skin and she's killed me twice. Thomas, yeah, so maybe I'll get a bit of revenge. Hopefully. Anyway, you guys are doing great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
All right, thank you, loser.
Thank you, sir. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Lucifer just came up to the stage. Oh my gosh, can you guys tell we are having so much fun right now? Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at the standings one last time before we jump back into the game. What a day. David and now Lucifer, we're so cool. Anyway, again, reminder at the top, Kanata, Saber Ronaldo, after game number 3, again, shocked us all. Just a crazy game. And now I got to ask, Viv, what do we think is going to change for the next 3 games?
I don't know. Is anything going to change, right? We've only seen one duo kind of willing to change up in the early game, Peterbot and Aussie, right? Switching up their drop spot. Maybe they're kind of going to do something like that again. We just heard from Loserford that they're kind of expecting to continue to kind of go for the most eliminations. I'd love to see Veno and Reddish kind of enter the conversation, right? 11th place. Haven't seen a lot from them.
Yeah, we've seen Veno in the end game as a solo a few times, so being able to just kind of have Reddish there probably, you know, as an opportunity to be a support would really change up their end game there. But for me, what I think we're going to see in game 1, we saw a lot of shockwaves. We saw a lot of shockwaves in the end game, and then games 2 and 3, it was a little bit less. I think in these next few games, these end games, especially with the mobility items, are going to be shaking up that high ground a lot.
I'm curious, will Loserfruit get the elimination onto Lachlan? The single desire she seeks, the single elimination, will we make that happen? Speaking of course, of other conversations, could we see Thomas HT and Somerset get a victory royale? I mean, Loserfruit's talking her up.
I mean, will we? I think we definitely can. I think Thomas HD and Somerset, we saw Somerset on the leaderboard there for creators when it comes to damage done, so they're obviously playing pretty well. I would be curious to kind of see the leaderboard for damage done amongst the pros, because I would be not surprised if Thomas HD kind of found himself there. So, I mean, they're doing good in that department. They just got to kind of find themselves to the end game, kind of stick together as a duo.
Yeah, definitely going for that kind of early game aggression stat instead. But you know, Zeke, I just want some more Fortnite. That's what I'm here for, and I think that's what everyone else is here for as well.
I think you guys want more games of Fortnite, right? Are you guys ready? Casters, take us in the game.
Look, we've had enough of a break. The players have all had an opportunity now to revisit some of those first 3 lobby strategies, Jacob, and the revisions have got to come through heavy because some of these teams outside that top 10 leaderboard, you know they're going to be looking to overtake.
Yeah, no, during that break, I got a chance to chat not only with some of those players, but with some of the spectators as well, and it's been in agreement. This has to be one of the most fun tournaments that we have seen in a long, long time. The action for the first 3 games were absolutely impeccable, and I expect it to heat up even more because even Cypher PK in one of those interviews said our game plan probably get more aggressive.
It's definitely a sea of Dream and Merge and Xset out there. So Clix, Lacy, they've got to continue trying to deliver some victory royale, see if they can hold on to that first place position. But we've got game 4 on lock and ready to go.
This is it, the true halfway point of the 2025 FNCS Pro-Am competition, and where you're at on the leaderboard, I feel like dictates how you get to play. In the top 5, business as usual. Anywhere down below if you're looking for that number.
Go for chest, top chest. You got crash pads up there? Yeah. CG on you. Good truck. I'm going inside. Shocks. They're fighting like towards bridge. I'm looking at him. Yeah. He's solo on bridge right now by Slurp Truck.
That means the other guy's solo.
Yep, I got crashies too.
Breaking these on.
Bad shock in here.
Yeah, I have a green Maven.
Zone full. It's gonna pull like probably west more. I got a chug. I got a chug, bro.
Nice. All right.
It's our time to shine. I'm going up on the roof, Cuff.
Yeah. Just keep looting, farming. I might go in a little.
If you want it.
Nah, it's okay. Right. Another chug jug.
Huge. The chug is massive.
Yeah, I got good shotgun too. Okay, we on us.
Cash him.
He's shocking on you. I'm trying to kill you. I'm coming. Let's just kill him.
One shot, one shot.
Nice, nice. I'm shocking him. I'm shocking him.
Oh my gosh. Wait, let me emote on him, bro. Yeah, sit down.
Pick up the slurp.
Get dunked on, bro.
Don't pop it. You can pop barrels.
Pop minis, bro. Big guy, Pete.
You're crazy.
Do you want slurp? I told Peace to
You
when
can
he
shoot him
came
up
in,
the
bro.
sky.
I don't see him.
Hey, kids are going in slurpy. Yeah, you're crazy, bro.
That's it. That's a highlight, baby.
I know. That actually is. You got yours.
Yeah, yeah. Did you hit him at all?
No, I didn't touch him, bro. You just murdered him.
Let's go. There's slurp here, slurp here.
Yeah, okay. I'm 3 bigs, chug jug, and shocks.
I'm 4 shocks, 6 crash pads, and chug.
4 shocks, 6 trash pads. Drop the shocks and pick up the slurp juice.
There you go, right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grab the slurp.
Okay, and then we have good loot. Let's just farm for a second.
Alright,
I'm gonna get some more metal.
Second floor metal, okay?
Yeah. You can even try going deep. It's gonna keep pulling. Maybe we just go early.
Okay, but then we're not gonna have metal. It's up
Oh,
to
do you not have metal? What's your metal?
340. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm 400. I'm gonna just farm stuff on the way.
Alright.
Just want to get out of this like hell zone and just play end game, you know?
We're going underneath.
Nice flashes.
Big pot underneath here. Do you need it?
Nah, I'm good. I have max heals. I'm literally everything. I just need mats.
Coming to you. This is our game, brother. We got heals.
Yeah. Toyota just killed Lachlan up there. But we can probably get on a hill and maybe get some kills.
Yeah, let's get into a nice spot.
Mammoth here. Do you have heavy ammo? I might just I'm on the
I got 6.
Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah.
You know what you say with the pros with the mammoth, bro?
Yep. I just watch your bag.
Oh, yeah. I got tagged. Not a lot.
Okay.
Okay, they're getting
Peter's
crashing
on them. Yeah. We just need to get out of here. There's too many kids, like, being dumb, you know?
Yeah.
Barrel here?
Gonna get it. We can play bush, like play real weird on it.
I just want to go, I think. It's gonna keep going anyways.
And then, ignore my suggestions, honestly.
No, you're good. No,
You're big
good.
Bugendorf, bro.
Chad,
this is a big Bugendorf. Who
We
gets
should
this
actually,
opportunity?
we can get on this hill. Come back.
Yeah. It's like, look at this.
Yeah.
South pole.
No, actually, let's farm this out. Pink. Safer.
Drop close, drop close.
Yeah,
You
I'm
wanna
gonna get
crash
that.
on it? Oh, no, they're going for it,
Yeah.
they're going for it.
Yeah, they get it. It's fine. You can come here. Let's just refarm all this.
I'm sure nobody's in here, huh? That'd be awkward.
That'd be a real rough one.
I would just say GG, go next.
I think I'd just get off.
You're like, I don't want to do the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, I actually would be so mad.
I feel that.
We just need to watch for kids shockwaving in.
That's trauma right there.
But kids gliding. Right next to us. Free kill. Yeah, we should kill them. He just rebooted. Oh, I'm about to smack his back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. On him. I just have nothing. He died. They killed him. It's Peter. 100 on him. Just go back to our hut. Dude, we could farm alley out this guy too. He might just shockwave in here, bro, to be honest.
He might. We just get ready to full piece him or what? Like,
yeah.
I'm holding that over P forever, by the way.
Actually, I don't think he's gonna crash that hard because
he needs the points.
Yeah, in here. 94 white. I don't get that. I killed him.
I was gonna look for a cheeky shot.
He's gonna keep dying out the air. We should sit up here and just look. Just sit here. I think that might have been him. He died already. Or no, he got eliminated. He didn't respawn. So much break.
Okay, so zone's gonna pull northwest if the trick is true, alright?
Yeah. We'll see that.
Oh, sorry, northeast. Ish.
Yeah, I'm just missing break, that's all.
I'm 5-4-4. I'm not finding a lot of brick here. I don't think it's
Yeah, it's all good. This spot's aired out.
Oh, that wall's good. We're gonna look lower.
You can't farm. Wait.
There's nothing down here. I'm gonna farm metal from like the little things.
So they're just farming out the sky. I want to do that too, bro, but I can't like. You sitting up here, you should maybe come up. Seems like they're just gonna keep farming in.
Careful to your left as well.
Yeah, no, I'm not overpeaking. Because they're up on this.
Poor alley, though. Oh,
I'm waiting.
27? Oh!
Well, we just keep farming, I think.
Who's farming them, bro?
What do you think you're better with, the Mammoth or the AR for this?
I'm great with either, bro. Whatever you're confident.
Cause I only have one chance. That's why I'm only.
Alright, me go AR then?
He died. Oh yeah, he finished him. Come down to him.
I need
We'll swap after. Yeah. There's a drop right here we could get. Wait, in here.
I'm looking.
He's gonna respawn soon.
Oh, he's spawning?
Yeah, respawn. Yeah, give it a second.
Oh. Oh, I blanked him!
50 right, yeah.
Oh, I blanked him, dude. The respawn's like 8 hours long.
Yeah, I know.
No. I think I got that too.
We don't even need that drop anyways.
Poor Allier.
No, this is miserable for him, bro.
Alright,
Yeah. Just wait, just wait. Probably like now.
I blanked him!
Honey white.
Blanked him! Oh, nice. Okay, sweet.
Look at it. Yeah.
Let's go, BUGHA!
He's so over it, bro.
I blanked him twice, brother.
Yeah.
Stream, you can verify. Tell BUGHA after.
No, I know, yeah. Because there's such a delay, like doing it.
Yeah. I think you knocked him already when that second blank hit.
Yeah, in the air again.
Tell me when.
Just wait. Nah, wait. Probably now. 20 white. Wow.
Bro.
It's such a long timer, bro.
It is.
They finish him.
Chat, can we get a rip in chat for Allier? He's getting 4. Close? They're close to us.
Yeah, he respawned. Yeah. He's gonna dive same spot. 20 white? No. Yeah, we should get ready to go. We're not gonna get any more off him.
Oh,
nice friend zone. I might, oh, we're good here. Yeah, we're chilling right here. I'm gonna block our back just so it's a little cleaner. I don't even want to be up. Kids will shock on us. I'm just going off.
You want it back?
Yeah, here. Give ammo too.
They're close. Yeah. Really,
Yeah,
they might be in our builds.
That's fair.
Down low?
Yeah, I'm waiting a little.
Careful with your floor, huh? I'm gonna break this.
Yeah. Yeah, they killed him. Photo side right here. Not that bad. Near. Hell yeah. Oh wait, it's someone else. With still.
Oh, blanked the problem. This game.
Oh, that's Aussie.
They're like farming underneath us.
Yeah. Might be able to get a kill off Aussie here. Next one.
No. Remember, I got 6 crash pads, tons of heals.
Can you split me brick? Just one split.
Here you go. Anything you need. I'm instant on it. They're like close, bro.
Yeah, no. Aussie didn't get finished, so over here though. No.
I'm gonna comb this top here.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just waiting.
What's yours? Oh, you got 6 shots. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, we have good heals.
Probably these all crash pads in the movie.
Oh, they're fighting?
Oh,
They're
yeah.
trying to fight. What are they doing, bro? Hold on, I'm about to go up so we can crash pad.
Yeah, coming.
Just watch your back and you can up.
Here.
Okay. We'll end up crash padding from here, I think. I don't know if that team's up there. I think they're up there. Watching under.
Could be. I see no movement. I saw builds finish recently though. They're probably
Yeah. I think, yeah, we got it going off. Are you going off? Yeah, it's fine. I think we're gonna shock this. I think we just shocked the pink. We're gonna go to pink, stagger, and then go again. Ready? I'm gonna shock us. 3, 2, 1. Okay, stagger. Yep, I'm with you. You're good. Watch our floors, actually. They're trying to press. Working back. Watch your floor. You're good. Good show. Yeah, I'm full boxing. We're good. Okay, wait, break me out. Bro, what?